everyone, and welcome back to day 2 of Pokéthon. My name is Berkey Toby. Welcome to the event. It's a 3-day event, 12 hours every single day, raising money for charity. And welcome. Look at you all, you beautiful people. Thank you so much for coming along. Today is all about one thing, well, two things, having fun and raising money for Direct Relief. They are a fantastic charity doing incredible work all across the world, raising money. They're helping out with California wildfires, they're helping out with COVID, they are helping out absolutely everywhere. It's an incredible cause. You can find out more, of course, at pokey.gives or at directrelief.com. And in the meantime, while we're raising money, we're just going to be having some fun. We've got a whole host of Pokemon events lined up for you over the next 12 hours, and then again tomorrow. And I'm joined by some incredibly talented and wonderful people. Why don't you introduce yourself? We have Josh, the 4th Gen Gamer.
That's me. How's it going, guys? I can't wait to direct you to get some amazing Digletts.
I'm very excited about this. I'm very, very excited about this. And we have the ever lovely, incredible True Green 7.
Hey, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be like hanging out with the boys. I'm gonna be here to read your donations, by the way, chat.
Yes, and please, of course, do keep them coming. In day 1 alone, we've nearly reached $10,000, which is incredible. And
oh snap! $50 from Liz Babish with no comment, but that's
right
awesome.
away, but they
and
got
a
Swampert. And that's nice. We've got some donation incentives for you, so just so you know what we're doing, today is about Diglett hunting. Isle of Armor, there's 150 Digletts across the island. I don't have any of them. In fact, this copy of the game is so early on that I don't even have the bike. I can't cross water. And, as you can see, by my dashing mane, I've got this Diglett sort of mask blindfold. I can't see a thing. And that's where Josh and True Green are going to come in. Really, really helpful. Because for every 25, it's going to come up on screen in just a second. Every 25 donation, this gets toggled on and off. I get blindfolded. You can either hinder me or help me. And I'm going to rely on the guys to help me out in locating all of the Diglett. At every $50, we're doing, again, it'll come on screen in a second. Sorry, everyone. I'll be blindfolded until I find the next Diglett. At every $100 donation, we're going to do a 3-minute quick mini podcast with the 3 of us, and you're going to suggest the topic. And that'll be a blast. And finally, if we hit $1,200 today, I'm going to let you in on my next Pokemon theory, which you'll hear before anyone else on YouTube or on the internet. Anyway, I think we should get cracking. How you guys doing?
I'm feeling great. I just had a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. Gotta have that, nutritious, breakfast.
I had an entire meal, honestly. It was very balanced. Some meat, some potatoes, some vegetables.
That does sound quite nice. Also, another incentive that I want to tell you guys about, actually, if we reach $10,000, which, by the way, we are now less than $300 away
so
from.
Close.
We are going to be dropping the animated version of Pokéthon Feud from last year's Pokéthon. I am so excited. I haven't even seen that yet. So, guys, can we get to 10,000 here at the beginning of this segment here? We're so close.
I think it would be a fantastic way to kick off day 2, if we could. I've already found 3 Diglett.
You look at you already. What a champ!
But this is gonna start getting hard because the moment those donations start coming in, I'm gonna have no idea where to walk, and they're not even that seeable at the best of times.
No, especially in the forest, it's a struggle there. And they kind of just blend in, honestly. How
did yesterday? I mean, obviously we did the bingo yesterday, which was so much fun. If you missed yesterday at all, by the way, chat, it's all available here on twitch.tv/thejwits for you to watch, and definitely watch back. Some of those events were a lot of fun. We did the bingo. How were your events?
Josh, you can go first.
Sorry, the audio cut out for me. What was that?
Really?
No worries. How were your events? How did they go?
Oh my god, it was so chaotic, and that is my specialty, organized chaos, and that is exactly what it was. The bingo event was insane. That was pure chaos. If you guys go back in the VOD after today, it was just absolute insanity, and it was really fun kind of just cheering on both teams, and oh my god, Toby.
So
You
You're going to
for a
tell me if I'm
second.
taking it on or off. I've just put it on because I saw 25 came in. And thank you so much for that.
$25 from Steph of Anime, blindfold PogChamp. This is why you're blindfolded. $3 from Totodile 15. It's not much, but I want to see the Rotom vending machine animation. Okay, and shiny Poliwhirl from them. That's awesome. And $1 from Soren Linnick. I'm broke as heck, but this is what I have from my first and only Twitch donation. And you got a gram.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And it's spent in a very good place. And now I can't see anything. Guys, do you see any Diglett about? Can you help me?
Oh, yeah. I have a document.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on it.
All right.
You're in a completely other area. Okay. Do you know what the name of it's the
wetlands? Am I in right now?
The wetland?
Yeah.
No, you are not in the wetland.
Am I not? I thought I was. Oh.
You have a Gumi next to you. That's kind of cute.
Oh, I like Gumi. I don't want to battle it though. If I end up in a battle,
That is a cute Gumi.
Does anyone know the name of this area?
All Gumis
The
are cute.
Forest of Focus.
Oh, yeah. Forest.
Wait, am I already in the forest?
Yeah, I don't know how the heck you got there. Okay.
The first time I entered
you're
this
in
place, I
the
was
worst area for me to give you directions.
Oh, what was that? What was
Like-
that?
You're in front of a tree. How am I supposed to know?
Cold.
You're in front of a tree. Okay. All right. Here's what I need you to do. Turn around. Throw it back.
They got a
Yeah,
Naganadel.
there you go. All right. You're doing great. Okay. Let's have you Yeah. Wait. Is that one? No, that's a sparkly. Okay. Just keep walking. You're gonna run into something at some point. I have a feeling.
All right. I got
Okay.
a feeling. Ooh, ooh.
Forced to focus.
So I think,
forced to
was that
focus.
a $50 donation, did I hear? Was that right?
Yeah, it's 50 from Bolo.
Oh.
Gold! We finally made it to 10,000!
What?
Because of 25!
Whoa!
Rotom vending machine animatic. That sounds familiar. Happy Pokethon, everyone! They caught a wall ring.
What's going on?
Is the audio a bit off for just me?
Yeah, you should run away, by the way. Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing
Wait,
great.
have you not been hearing the donation alerts, Ron?
No, I've been hearing the donation. It's just, it's stuttering
Like-
a little bit.
Okay, wait, no, press B.
All right.
All right, just wait.
So-
You're getting you're dying.
No.
You're dying.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't dare.
Okay, up. A. Look at that.
$3 from Stealthblade 17. No comment.
Thank you guys so much for $10,000. That is
Wait,
insane.
did we hit it?
Yeah, we had 10K.
What? Well done, everyone. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was what was going on because I couldn't see. Everyone,
still
that
hit
is
it,
a phenomenal goal to reach. I will put my blindfold back on, I absolutely promise. But that's incredible. Thank you. You've all helped raise money for such an incredible cause. Right, blindfold on. I guess let me know where to go. I gotta keep this on until I find a Diglett. Until
Wait,
I find one.
I think I actually have something for you.
Oh.
Go left a little bit. Left
Wait,
a little
left,
bit, then left, then up a little bit.
Wait,
Okay.
Toby and Josh, you guys want to stop for a second to show the animation while we fix some technical difficulties?
We can
Yes,
do
I think
that.
that's a
Yes.
good plan.
Oh my God. Yes, that would be amazing.
Okay,
Okay.
so, I mean, let's find out if we can do that. Meanwhile, I mean, you can continue searching.
Can we do that?
Can we do that? Are we playing the animation now?
Not yet. Yes, he's gonna... Abra's gonna play it.
Are you ready for this?
No!
Okay, I want to see if you can do this. You got this.
He gets 17 seconds apparently, so you know.
I have 17? Okay.
It's fine. We'll let you finish. Okay, starting now. Which spin-off game is the most fun?
Pokemon Snap.
Within the Pokemon universe, where's the best place for a vacation?
Kanto.
What appliance should you not add a Rotom to?
Vending machine.
Okay, we're gonna finish. Pick another.
How do you answer these correctly?
Wait. We have 2 more questions.
All right.
Cliff, we love you. You are amazing.
my vending machine.
I can't breathe.
Okay, wait,
All right.
we got 2 more questions.
All right, are we back? I think we're live.
We're back.
with it. Sorry, I feel a
That
little technical
animation
issues
was
there.
amazing.
I love stuff like that. By the way,
That was
$50 from Bolo.
incredible.
This is amazing.
Okay, thank you so much for all the support. I didn't get to see it though, the animation, because I don't get to see anything. Do we know where this Diglett is?
You know, honestly, man, I don't know where you are, so it's a little
Well,
Ron, do you know where he is?
I think I caught a peek. Oh, I've just run into the Goomy, haven't I? I've just run into the Goomy. I think I'm at the tree where in the story there's the little Lapland rolls up to or something.
See, there is one near a tree, but there's also a lot that are near a tree.
Oh my god, this goes strong.
Guys, you're wearing a Diglett hat and wig like me, right? Right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like we talked
We're just
about.
not on the layout.
Yeah. Okay,
Right, Ron? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would look really stupid if I was a Doug Trio and I was
Oh,
just
of course.
one on
No,
my
I would
own.
feel so stupid if I was the only person doing
Oh,
that.
I'd feel
You
like a
wouldn't even be a
total.
Duck Trio, you'd be a Diglett.
I'd feel like so stupid if that was the case.
All right. You're cold. You're cold.
Of course.
You're very cold. You're still cold. You're still cold. You're cold. Colder. No, not colder, but you're just cold.
I'm
You're
okay.
just cold.
I get it. I'm cold.
You're freezing.
All right. You're actually ice freezing cold. You cannot get more cold than you are right now.
And yet somehow I still am.
Yes. You are just
Okay, all
You're
right.
just-
I believe in our abilities to. Come on, we are 3 humans with all of the power. Is something falling on my? Oh, no, okay.
Turn the camera to the left. More.
There you go. There you go.
Good.
All right.
All right.
Now,
All right.
walk.
Now work that. Keep going.
You went too far. Now you went back to the beginning.
All right, just walk. Just walk. Just walk. Other way.
No.
There you go. You're getting warmer.
Oh wait, you can press. There's the button to make the camera, reset to your direction. No,
Is
Wasn't
there?
the
What button?
Yeah, what button? Which one of them is? I think you have to just press.
You need to get out of this
The
dang.
chat. No, what
forest
button
of
resets
focus.
the camera?
I think you... Okay. You need to leave this forest. This forest is.
You've got to
not
direct
good.
me out of this forest.
All right. Okay.
I can't leave the
all right,
forest
just
until you tell me where to
Go
go.
left. Just walk. Walk. Keep walking.
I'm walking.
The other way. The other way. Keep walking. Oh my God,
that's Zelda.
Excelgor, that's scary. Okay, other
He
way.
looks good.
Left. Yeah, go. All right. Is that where you just were? There might be a Diglett here. Wait.
Oh,
wait,
you're
stop,
back
stop,
to
stop.
the. You're back. to
Wait,
where
no,
you
is this the
were.
same one?
Yeah.
I swear, there's a Diglett in somewhere that looks very similar. No, there's a Pokeball on the other side where the Diglett is. Okay, turn back around. You're back to where you started.
Like that?
You just thud into a tree. Turn around.
Like, and then I'm gonna turn. Wait, but then,
Click the right button so the camera's back to normal.
what button are you talking about?
You're cold.
When you click the right joystick, I think it makes the camera.
Nah, that's the left joystick. That
All right,
one.
just walk. Just keep walking. Just go
Oh no,
forward.
that just zooms out.
I'm
and-
walking forward.
You're doing great. You're doing great, honey.
Okay. Thanks,
All right.
sweetie. I appreciate
Watch
it.
out, there's
oh.
an Excelgor! Don't die!
He's
Left,
gonna follow
keep
him.
walking.
It's
Keep
fast.
walking. No.
The other. it's gonna get you. It's gonna get you.
I don't want it. I don't want it to attack me.
I know you're gonna walk into a Gumi. Oh, you walked into a Gumi.
What's going on?
Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Okay.
$1 from Nico
Okay,
Paul. I
okay,
too
okay.
hate it when Rotons take over my vending machine.
So
Yo,
you,
me too.
you're gonna tell me about this. What is this Rotom vending machine thing?
Oh, you have to watch
I'm
last
gonna have
year's
to watch
thing.
the whole thing back.
It's so
Yes.
fun.
Okay, I think I'm adapting to the fibers of this hat, and I can
Okay,
like.
so-
There's a raid den here, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but that's
Ooh.
useless. Go to the left. So here's what we're gonna do. This is actually a speedrun strat. To get through the forest of focus in the Isle of Armor speedrun, you can just follow the water. So I'm gonna direct you by the water, okay?
Okay.
So just bear left a little bit. You're okay. Yep. Good.
good.
Okay, keep walking. Just keep walking. Keep walking. Oh my God, you're doing great. Just keep going. Keep going.
I have
Keep
no
go-
idea.
What's the button to reset the camera?
I don't know.
Are you gonna tell me to stop, or to? Am I just walking?
Just keep walking.
Okay.
Go. I believe in you.
Twitch chat. I hope this is as entertaining for you as it is for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little perplexed.
All right, just keep going.
I'm going.
going.
I'm going.
I don't. Are you walking right
I'm holding the joystick up.
now? You're not walking in game.
Left shoulder button makes the camera go to where you're facing.
You're
Yeah.
not walking right now.
Well, okay.
I mean, but it's fine. I mean, it's
Okay,
it
wait,
is-
now you're walking. All right, go the other way. Other way. Whatever you're doing, just do the opposite.
like this.
Yeah, there you
You
go.
say-
Keep
you
going.
say
Yeah.
opposite.
Come on! Oh my God! Keep going! Keep going! Go! 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 You're
he's
gonna
oblivious.
die.
What do you mean I'm
All
gonna
right.
die?
No, keep going. 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 Keep going.
Fine,
You're not
give me
going.
a Diglett.
You're not. You're just standing still.
not moving.
No! Oh my God!
I hear
Not gonna
rustling.
do anything.
An orangaroo! Oh my God! I see the end of the forest. Please walk to the right.
Fault freedom for now.
Wait.
Left.
No,
left,
that's
left,
not how it works.
Left.
I think
What?
because every 50, I have to keep it on until the next Diglett is found.
We might need to nerf that.
Yeah,
after
we
we
have
get
to
a
nerf some
Diglett.
stuff.
Okay,
soon.
We
do
have
we
to
want to
nerf
do?
that.
Do we want to do every 20 untoggles it then? But then what does that mean the 50 is?
Or, no, we could just make it so it's like a minute or something like
All
that.
right, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
the minute's over. What's going on? Where's the?
No, it's not the same tree.
Where's the?
This is literally the hardest part to navigate. I was
We've
literally
been
thinking
here
before.
for ages.
Focus.
This is where the Goomy was. We haven't
Go to the
moved.
forest. Get out of the forest.
We haven't
Yeah,
moved.
just this place
Thank you
is
for freeing me.
this is not a fun place to be.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, I would turn around because you're almost out of this exit.
And
You're almost
Toby,
out
we
of
have
this
to
exit.
make sure we find the camera control button while you're, on blindfolded.
I think it's left bumper. Yeah, it is.
Yes. Okay. Now we know.
All right.
So before this event, because I have a Google Doc. Actually, I could probably share it with you guys in chat. As long as Toby, you don't click on it. Feel free to.
I mean, I could use the help, but okay. The thing is, we're gonna need to go through the forest because I don't have a bike that can use surf.
Oh, so
Right.
There
at
is
the end-
literally no way for me to cross this body of water and get to the other side of this tiny little.
We're not gonna be able to
lake.
get everything.
So
No.
before this event, I was thinking to myself, the one place I hope he doesn't
Diglett!
end up blindfolded is the forest of focus.
Yeah!
And that's the first place you were blindfolded, man.
Okay, so are we saying every $50 maybe keeps me blindfolded for, shall we say?
I think a minute.
A minute?
Or
3 minutes? 3 minutes. Diglett.
3 minutes?
I'd say a minute and a half.
A minute. All
2
right.
minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah, minutes in the middle. Let's
2
go
minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. 2
2
minutes is good.
Are you sure? By the way, everyone in chat, I just want to double check that everyone is super sure that the audio is good. Just because on my end it looks like it's peaking, but I'm sure someone would have said something by now if not. Just want to like
Yeah, nobody was mentioning
quadruple
the audio.
check. Oh my goodness. What was everyone's? So everyone in chat, what was your favorite event from yesterday? Who was here? And what was your favorite event from yesterday? I can see chat, by the way, when I've not got
Okay, cool.
Doug Drio on.
I got to rep and say bingo for me, because bingo was
Yeah. is good.
That
Sweet.
was crazy to organize.
Bingo was very impressive.
I was really impressed with the amount of production value you put into that. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it felt like a
good.
real broadcast.
I appreciate
really
it, guy.
enjoyed it.
You know, I got the
Really
screen tab
enjoyed
for
it.
that. Appreciate that.
But I did personally enjoy my music challenge.
That was fire. I can't even lie. That was fire. There's a lot in this area, by the way. Like, a lot. This area, I think, has the most.
Well, then maybe this is
Diglett.
a relatively safe place to be. Although
Yes, please don't leave here.
there are Buffalon everywhere.
Yeah, those are terrifying.
Well, that's a huge Dunsparce. I
You
guess that's a normal average Dunsparce size.
I think that is the size
Yeah,
of
wow.
the average size of dust spots. I saw some.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I saw some figurines released, and they were like to scale. And Dunsparce is like huge.
Yeah.
In comparison to other Pokemon.
I love Malamar in the overworld.
Oh, me
It's
too.
actually great. I never thought of it as like a floating kind of Pokemon
Oh, no?
until DLC.
My one is the pre-evolved form of Lilligant.
Petalil?
Petalil. I always thought it floated like, I don't know, like
Oh,
Geodude
really?
or something. Or Magnemite, but it doesn't. It has feet and it walks, and I was like, I actually
It
was,
walks?
It
What
walks.
kind of
walks.
lies
It's
have we been
weird.
fed?
It walks, and I'm like, this is the most wild thing. What was that? I heard
What
a
was
noise.
that?
By the way, chat, don't forget we have a $100 donation incentive. If you donate $100, we're gonna have a 3-minute podcast of your choice.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
gonna
really
talk
excited.
about whatever you want. We can argue, maybe.
We can
Depend-
argue.
Yeah.
We can argue. It's 3 minutes. We each get a minute on the topic. Whatever it is, something I assume Pokemon related, but we can argue about it. Oh, Whismur is so cute in the overworld. I gotta say, I'm a big fan
Pretty
of Whismur.
adorable.
Oh, there it is.
Yo, Politoed looks, Poliwrath looks menacing in the overworld.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the easiest ones for me when I got all the Diglets was definitely the caves. The caves, they kind of just stick out like
They
a sore
stick
thumb.
out. But here, this is the area where I think they're both the hardest and there's the most of them, right?
Yeah.
The soothing wetlands, yeah. There's quite a few here.
Speaking of, I donated for that already, extolling the virtues of Swineup. Wait, what's that? So I think someone in chat, just double check the donations, make sure we've not missed any big ones or something. Oh, little McGinnis come on screen.
100 from Bolo. Why is Mudkip the best starter? Oh, that's what we're gonna have to talk about.
Wait. Can I start? I feel like I'm very
Go
qualified
for
for this.
it.
This is gonna be hard.
Okay, so podcast, everyone. Welcome to the
Welcome to the
Mudkip
podcast.
podcast. Yeah.
The one and only Mudcast. Mudkip.
The Mudcast.
Mudcast.
Okay, so why is Mudkip the best starter? Okay, great question. So Mudkip is adorable, it's strong, and it's actually the Pokemon you use in the Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire speedrun because it's just that amazing. Swampert is awesome. Mega Swampert is awesome. Its shiny is great, and I've used it so many times in speedruns that I'm just attached to it because it's just a boss. You use like Bulldoze, and you put like the soft sand on it, and like it's sick. It's good on the physical side and the special side, and it's just like I love a good Mudkip.
I actually have a good argument for Mudkip. So, Mudkip. So I personally believe that Pokemon is all about entertainment. You're just supposed to enjoy the Pokemon. And what Pokemon has more meme potential and more memes out of it than Mudkip? And that's what makes you enjoy life. Memes. So Mudkip is one of the most enjoyable Pokemon. First, also, I think it's definitely one of the most vague and original starters ever because starters usually are just they're explicit, just an animal with an element. Well, Mudkip, it's a little more vague, a combination of maybe multiple animals, like a Mudskipper or Axolotl, or, you never know. And, yes, it's probably the most originally designed starter, and it's cute, can be any personality, nice colors, very complimentary. And evolves very naturally, too. Swampert looks like exactly like the evolved form of Mudkip. Well, later, people have some problem with final evolutions that don't look like the pre-evolutions.
I gotta say, I think Marshtomp is the perfect middle stage Pokemon. I don't know
Except
what it
when
is
it
about
got
the
a 3D
design.
model.
Oh, you think? I really like it. Also,
It looks like an alien.
In Pokemon Colosseum and Gale of Darkness, Swampert is all like animated in a way where he's geared up for a fight, ready to go. Swampert uses Surf, and the animation for it is so gorgeous. Fun fact about Mudkip, kind of a fun fact, kind of a sad fact for Mudkip, is in Generation 3 with the Pokemon cards, they introduced the Gold Star cards, which are shiny Pokemon. And you said shiny Mudkip is gorgeous. Bright pink Mudkip? It's wicked. And this is the first time they have shiny Hoenn Pokemon. And they do Torchic, Mudkip, and Trico. Torchic is its beautiful golden color. Trico's got the very vibrant colors. The Mudkip doesn't look pink. It just looks like a Mudkip, and I don't know why, but it's one of the few shiny Pokemon cards that should look shiny that doesn't. Kind of a fun fact. Kind of a weird bit of trivia. But there you go. But it's still the best starter.
That was one heck of a podcast. We covered, like, speedrun usage, the, like, biological background of Mudkip, the cultural value of Mudkip, like, TCG, like...
I really feel
wow.
like there's not a better Mudcast out there than what we just did together. So thank you guys.
I cannot wait for episode 2 of the Mudcast.
See, what do we do now if the next $100 donation is specifically for Mudkip again? We're gonna be all out of, we're gonna be out of material.
I could spew some stuff. I got Mudkip talk for days.
What if all of these are about Mudkip? We've all just got to like, we're like at the end of this in 2 hours time, like, welcome to episode 12 of the Mudcast. We're your hosts. At it again.
$5 from Bolo, money well spent. And they caught a Spritzy. Imagine Mudkip, that would be hilarious.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Okay.
By the way, guys, it's $100 if you guys want us to do a podcast of your choice. It can be Mudkip or it can be any topic you'd like, probably Pokemon. $100, 3 minutes, you get to hear myself, Unfortunate Gamer, True Green 7, and Birdkeeper Toby all be your podcast, your personal podcast hosts for 3 minutes.
Speaking of donations and just having a chat about stuff, if we reach 12,000, which is a high goal, I know, maybe I'll bring it down a little bit, I don't know, but if we reach 12,000, I'm gonna do a kind of sneak peek at my next Pokemon theory. That's what I do on YouTube. I do Pokemon theories, and I got one about the true origins of the Pokeball, the complete history, if you tie in the animated series, the movies, the games, what the story of the Pokeball is, and we can talk about it. And I feel like, Ron, you'll disagree with me, because I don't know, I feel like you like to challenge my theories. Yeah.
You never know. 1999 from Blade 17 with no comment.
All right, well,
It's not Metacam,
1999. Oh, no, it's 25, isn't it? Okay, I was nearly about to be blinded. But thank you very much, Metacham. I feel like Water Ground, the whole thing, like, it was like Wooper first, and then... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm taking away material from our next Mudcast. It was like Wooper, and they were like, that's cool, let's do it again. And they did Mudkip. And then they were like, more Water Ground types. Here's a Wishcash. Here's a Seismitoad.
I'm gonna say Barboach, Wishcash are kind of lame.
I like Whiscash.
I'm kind
Enjoyable
of growing, after all these years, yeah, it's growing on me.
It's like cool, but like, all right, chat, let's be real. Has there ever been a situation where you're like, man, I could really just go for a Wishcash on my team right now?
Me? Right.
What if you just want to look at a happy boy, you know?
Yeah, I'm doing a playthrough right now. It's a
$50 from Bolo. No comment. They got a Togekiss.
Well,
Whoa!
there you go. I'm blindfolded. Someone set a timer. I can't see, and direct me to the Diglett.
Oh, I was snoozing.
$2 from Nico Paul with no comment too. I hope it's Neko Paul. Oh, it's definitely Neko Paul. Keep on saying.
All
Nico.
right, so you are just keep walking. You gotta walk somewhere. You're warm. You hit a Pokemon. All right, I need you
I
to.
hear
Oh, look at
Wooper.
Wooper! Oh, Wooper! Also, Wishcash is more popular than I thought.
I mean, every Pokemon has it. You know, its fans. I'd say Whiscash is probably average popularity.
I called mine Bertha after the Elite Four member. I
All right,
like
just
it.
keep walking. Left. I don't know
Good.
which
Now you know how
ones
to reset camera.
Yeah, now I know how to reset the
Yeah,
camera. It's gonna be a lot
good.
easier.
All right, you're warm. You're warmer. Keep going. You're hot. You're.
Keep on going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Wait.
Oh, you pressed on the den.
Just spam A. No.
B,
B,
B.
B, 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 B. All right. You're warm. Keep going. You're warm.
I want to get one more blindfolded.
You're warmer. You're warmer. Left.
Oh,
Left.
the Scooper's coming after you. Go.
Go. You're gonna get stung by a Skorupi. You got a pretty feather. Oh, that's nice.
You're gonna get stung. You got a pretty fella. Where are we at?
You're backwards. I mean, you're like facing the opposite side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now walk.
I should probably get a map out. Hold on. Ron, stall.
Stall. Okay, guys. Hey, you want to talk about? How about a Sceptile podcast next time? You know?
No.
Oh, why would you pick that Pokemon, huh?
Has
Yeah,
it been
starter.
3 minutes?
It's the next starter in order.
That
not really in
does
order.
make sense. I'll give that to you.
I'm not just pandering.
Wait, did I not run? Is that run? That's run.
Aha! All right, I'm not driving you blindly now.
Has it been 3 minutes?
I don't care. I want to get you one blind.
Okay, I want
This
to get
is
one blindfolded.
the Diglett hunt, by the way. If anybody just came, we're hunting for Diglets.
All
with
right.
Various incentives.
Walk straight. Just go. Yeet through the grass. Yeet.
Yeet!
Oh, you yeeted into a Wooper.
It's always the Woofers. It's
That
always
just
the
oh,
Woofers.
unfortunately, I don't think you can. Oh wait, you had a $220 donation in the beginning. I cannot verify that.
Wait, what?
We would have seen that.
You know, I think you might have gotten this one already. All right, I think time's up.
By the way,
Alright.
$5 from Bolo.
I'll get
just
you
went
one.
past one 3 times.
Wait, what?
We'll get you one. Don't worry.
We'll get one. Yeah, I think I've done a few down here, but I suspect there's more. I think we got to force to focus it. Oh my goodness. So we are now about half an hour into the segment. We still got an hour and a half of our Diglett hunt. And then we've got a whole, 10 hours after that of events. And that's just today. Today is only day 2 of 3. So thank you to everyone who's coming along, who's supporting. Even if you're unable to donate, which is absolutely fine. If you are able to be here in the chat, be nice and supportive, share it out to friends or on social media. Every little interaction helps and, helps raise money for a good cause. So thanks for coming along, everyone.
Absolutely.
And I hope my hosting is okay. This is the first segment I've hosted in any Pokéthon, and you're all lovely. Thank you for putting up
You're
with me.
doing great.
Thank you
And,
for having me.
Let me just say, I am a great Diglett coach, even if I haven't gotten you any Diglets yet, because I'm just
That's
trying to build
okay.
your confidence.
So, well, here's the thing.
like-
the issue is though. Now, oh no! Here's the issue.
I love
the
this
issue.
game.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
thank you,
guys. I
thank you,
love it.
chat. You're lovely. Here's the issue. I've grabbed every Diglett I could see, right, while this is off. Even though I know I'm not going to get every Diglett in this run. So I'm now limiting the amount of Diglett that you can help me find. So I've actually made this harder for myself. I think I'm going to abandon this area. Let's get through the Forest of Focus before the next donation, and then we can do like a beach or something.
Yeah, let's try another area.
And let's just hope we don't get caught in the forest.
This is like the easiest area.
Yeah, but I've done a whole bunch of Diglett from here. I think I might have
Okay.
ruined it for myself. I think I might have shot myself in the Diglety foot.
Yeah, it's hard to guide you since
Yeah, you don't know
you
which ones
already
I've got
got
or
some
not.
of them.
Wait, did Diglett have feet?
But
Have
that's
have we
inevitable.
decided on this? Mystery Dungeon says yes. Stadium using fly or aerial ace says no. What do you think? Diglett have feet, chat? Can we do like a poll? Can you do polls in chat?
Diglett have feet.
Do Diglett have feet? Mystery Dungeon says yes.
Yes, I'd say yes.
But the animation of Diglett using aerial ace in Pokemon Stadium says no, absolutely not. It says that the dirt is part of the Pokemon.
To be fair, Pokemon Stadium isn't Game Freak.
Oh.
Although Mystery Dungeon isn't Game Freak either, so whatever.
I'm not gonna lie,
Diglett
Green
has
7
foot.
is my authority on Pokemon anatomy, and
I like Happy Mermaid's comment
Science.
here. Happy Mermaid just said Diglett has foot, so it's an in-between. We're gonna compromise. Just one foot. for
$5
Diglett.
from Bolo. They missed so many when you were blindfolded. Really?
Yeah, that sounds very likely, actually. I see one. I see one. It's mine.
There it is.
Soon I shall collect all of the Diglett in the world. I don't know why I said that, and I don't know why I did that like that. I'm so sorry, guys.
I think overall Pokemon is actually a really big deal and like a big case for like a big positive thing in Generation 8. Like, this has really affected my experience to like the positive.
I agree. I wish I was seeing maybe a little more variation, but overall, like, I can't complain. It's like...
Of Pokemon or what?
Of Pokemon in specific areas, although I like the weather. I like the way that the weather changes it. Do you know, no, I'm going to take that back. I think there's plenty of variation. I think it's the static Pokemon. Like, there's some that are guaranteed. Like, I think this Duraludon is here, like, every time you come in. And it's just, like, that takes away from it, weirdly, a little bit for me. I wish it was maybe, I don't know, like...
I do love... I love the overworld Pokemon from the immersion perspective, but also just from the perspective of you can just go through an area without worrying about repels anymore.
Yeah.
You know, just with some skill, you know?
But from like a lore perspective too, and like a world building perspective, we know the personalities of these Pokemon way more. It's just...
I agree. I caught a Krogunk in my last run through of Pokemon Shield because the Krogunk wouldn't stop following me, and then it despawned, and then another one started chasing me, and so in my head I'm like, oh, it's the same one, it won't leave me alone.
I love the Krogunks.
And
Overworld
that's just
Krogunk's
like,
one of the best.
Yeah. It's just like the story you can come up with, which is a lot of what Pokemon's about, is, you know, telling your own story. No, I love it. I absolutely adore it.
Like, let's say there was a specific Tyro that was running after you, and then like it like actually caught up to you and initiated a battle, and then you realize, hey, maybe this Tyro actually wants to be in my team, and then you catch it, and now you fall in love with this Tyro even more.
That happened to me when I was shiny hunting because I was biking around the like the daycare center, and there's a adorable little Stuffle that just kept on like, I don't know why, but that one specific Stuffle just like kept on like crying at me. I was like, and then I was like, oh my god, I just need to catch you. And I just caught a random Stuffle.
Like, how many times?
I still have it.
How many times as a kid did you like walk through the long grass, walk through the tall grass, and go, oh, it's a level 16 Zubat, you know, cool, whatever, I don't want it. And then another level 16 Zubat would appear, and you go, it's the same one. And then you get another one.
$100 from Echo671, True Green 7. Talk about Jirachi.
Welcome everyone to the Jirachi cast.
Jirachast.
Jiracha.
Okay, so since that was specifically True Green 7, I'll start, but you guys definitely can chime in. Okay, Jirachi is a special Pokemon. Okay, so Jirachi, like, for example, the Jirachi movie came out exactly when I was at, like, the peak of my childhood Pokemon experience. So I loved the Jirachi movie as a kid. I mean, objectively, it's not the best, but it was really fun. But Jirachi also, its typing was awesome. Again, yeah, Metagross had the same typing, but back then, just Psychic Steel was the coolest thing ever. And even finding out later, you know, Steel makes sense for like a meteor, not a meteor, but like a shooting star type of Pokemon. That makes 100% sense. I just the eye. I love the concept of the eye, you know, opening up, and you know, that's a big deal in Pokemon lore. Like the eye opening up, that's like an event. So I would constantly think about that. I would be like, I would like not write fan fiction, but I would think about fan fiction about like Jirachi like becoming like the ultimate Pokemon when its eye is open, because they really hyped that up in the movie. Jirachi, also the colors. I love the specific green, the turquoise on Jirachi is one of my favorite. The color scheme of Jirachi is one of my favorite.
Shiny Jirachi too. Again, really gorgeous Pokemon. You know, it's one of those Pokemon that the inspiration like of wishing those wishing tags.
Oh yeah,
what a beautiful way to like implement that into a Pokemon design. A really natural and cool way. But also there's all this stuff, and I've watched a couple Pokemon theories about this, about Jirachi sort of falling, like, it's got its own Pokedex entries about how frequently it falls to Earth, and it's so well suited in the Hoenn region, you know, as a mythical Pokemon, given that so much of Hoenn's lore is about the meteorites that land there. And
that is true.
Sky. It's perfectly there. And there's actually some hidden lore about kind of, ooh, what's that? Ooh.
25 from Abra. Toby is doing good. Too good. Get your Diglett out.
All right. It's actually a Doug trio. Okay, well, let's wrap up this Jirachi cast. Josh, what do you think about Jirachi?
Well, honestly, You guys just blew me away with all of that. All I have to say is, you know, all your guys' comments, just a real eye-opener.
Sorry, and also Tanabata Festival makes sense for the Hoenn region since, you know, Hoenn is very Japanese, so it makes sense to have a Pokemon based on a Japanese festival. Now, okay, Dutch's Tacos donation of 220, we finally got the message, and they requested a podcast to express the virtues of number 220 Swinub. So, I don't know if we want to wait until Toby can see. Until we start that podcast about Swinub.
We can, because I imagine I'm seeing much as a Swinub does anyway. As a Pokemon whose fluff grows over its eyes. We can talk about the virtues of Swinub. I don't mind.
Yes, that is me, Justin.
Wait, yeah, warm, left.
So I'll
left,
wait until Toby can see, because we have to
Turn
we
around.
need Josh guiding him.
Left,
right.
right,
Turn around. You're cold.
like
Okay,
this.
okay, right. Go up
Right.
a little and then right. You gotta go up a little bit. Right.
Right. Oh no.
You're getting warmer. Keep going a little. You gotta like move. There you go. Turn around. Okay. You're warmer. Keep walking.
I'm not
I'll tell
moving.
you how
I
cold.
don't know. What? Tell me where to move.
You're not moving. You're still right now.
I know. Tell me where to move.
Just keep walking. I'll tell you hot and cold.
When we say move, move. Like, don't just move it like a step.
Turner. All right. Colder. Warmer. All right. You gotta bear to the left a little bit because you're turned around.
Like that.
All right. No. Other way. You're warmer. Down a little bit. Oh, what did you do? Just okay. You're warmer.
Just look to your right. Look to your left.
Left.
Come on.
You're burning.
Come on.
Turn
Turn around.
Turn around.
I'm
And
trying.
make
You
it
to-
gotta walk. You gotta walk.
Reset the camera. Reset the camera. Good.
Okay.
Now look to your right.
You're burning.
No,
You're
you're
on
on it,
fire.
you're on
You're
it.
a slugma.
You're
I'm
stepping on him.
I'm on it. Okay. How do I do this? I gotta
Turn around.
Just
like
turn
that.
around.
Turn around
No,
again.
Other way.
You're not turning completely. That's what turn around means.
I don't know what you mean by turn around. Do you mean
Turn around means
Down a
180.
little bit.
because turn around could mean that? What do you want?
No, that's
Yeah, actually,
not
that was pretty
360.
good.
That's actually pretty good, is it?
Okay, you're literally just
180
turn
degrees.
directly
Turn around.
around.
Don't. What is this?
Just like no, other way. Colder. You're colder. Okay. Just yeah. Just do that again. No, right. No. You're colder.
You're further away. One more step.
Right.
No, why? Okay. Reset the camera. Okay. Now turn to your left. Okay. Now keep on going. Make more steps. Go. Press. Oh.
Oh no!
Yes.
Yes! Let's go! You're on fire! Yes!
Oh, everything's blurry. Let's talk about the virtues of Swinub. I genuinely didn't think we would get even one in this stream while blindfolded. Oh my goodness.
Let's kick it off with Swinub. I think Swinub is a really well translated version of the anime based on, because if you look at like a baby wild pig, it does have those stripes that Swinub has that it loses when it evolves, just like how a baby wild pig loses those stripes. And their eyes, baby animals are always closed. Their eyes are always closed. So I think Swinub makes a lot of sense design wise.
I want to cuddle a Swinub. I don't have any other thoughts. I love Mammoth
Do you think they're warm or cold?
I think they can be warm. I mean, they're all furry. Like, I would love to hug one. And I think that the fact that it's huggable and cute automatically gives it bonus points. And for me, the fact that it evolves into Mammoth, honestly, one of the best Pokemon that you can get in like a Nuzlocke.
I think
gives it even more bonus points.
Mammoth is cool. Like really cool.
Mammothswine
I'm not a big fan of Piloswine. I'm not a big fan of the middle stage. It always felt very incomplete to me until Mammothswine came along.
I
But
agree in
Mama
the
Swine
incompleteness.
Mama Swine is something. Swinub, but we're talking about the virtues of Swinub. It's got a cute
Yes.
little nose.
Yeah.
It's huggable, you know, I agree. I think it's maybe one of the more forgotten Johto Pokemon, which is a little bit sad. There was
Swinub,
a really...
I think, translates really well into a plush. If you look at like the Pokemon Center, they have their plushes now of like literally every Pokemon from Generation 1 and 2. Soon they're gonna make Gen 3, and the plush for Swinub is like literally a Swinub.
Yeah. I can
That sounds,
see that. They did that.
sounds delightful.
They've got there's a plush of Stuffle, and it is obviously very literally a Stuffle, because Stuffle is a plush. But the thing that annoys me about
How do
it,
you know it won't come to life?
well, it's the hope. But the thing that annoys me about it is that it's got the little, because Stuffle's got a little tag on it. The actual Pokemon, its biology, it has a tag coming out of its butt.
How does that work?
Who knows? It's a gland.
Dude, you have to make a video on that.
Well, here's the thing though. The one that comes from the Pokemon Center, that's not the label of the Pokemon Center, and it kind of makes me a bit sad. It feels like that should be the label. Is the bit?
Oh
coming out,
yeah,
but,
you're right.
You know,
Yeah.
make it really, really immersive plush, ultra immersive. There was a theory that my friend Derek Triforce came up with a long time ago about the reason Mama Swine went extinct is that they used to live in the snowy mountains of Sinnoh, and then they were pushed south into Johto, and they live in the icy cave after the Ice Age ended, and they live in the icy cave, and that any that lived further south became Donphan, which is a really nice idea until you realize that Mama Swine is not mammoth. It's a pig. It's a mammoth pig.
Yeah,
Hold
it's
on.
a pig.
How do you know all that?
That's just a theory that came up on
Oh.
YouTube a little while ago.
Sorry, I was trying to follow that. That's incredible.
It's a really cool theory, and then you go, oh, but sadly, Mama Swine is not based off of a mammoth. It's based off of a bit both, but it's a pig. It's a mammo swine. It's a mammoth pig, which is kind of a little bit of a shame when it comes to it. But
I
yeah.
feel like I'm learning so much doing a segment that has podcasts with like two master theorists.
honestly, I'm liking the podcast section more than the Diglett hunt.
No, this is great. Remember, guys, $100. Give us a podcast to do.
We'll talk about
and it goes to charity.
We'll talk about it.
I kind of want to donate 100.
Wow,
Be like,
we're so
give us the
close
topic.
to we're so close to 10,500 as well for charity. If we could even if we could hit like 11,000, it would be during this segment. It would be incredible. I'd certainly feel very good about my inclusion here. But yeah,
Do it for Toby's ego.
do it for my ego. My ego is very fragile. It needs you.
As you can see by what he's wearing on his head, you could see it is very.
I need
He's
compliments daily.
He's
I put
trying.
up some pretty cursed images.
Oh yeah.
I'm so proud of myself. I walked in on my lovely partner Phoebe. I walked in wearing the wig and the hat, and she kind of looked at me like I'm leaving.
Okay, Croc.
She kind of looked at
You're
me like
Croc.
I'm leaving. Yeah, I know that Croc just he was like, "Get me out of the rain!" And then I took a selfie in this hat, and I posted it with the best caption, and it was just off the top of my head. Felt cute. Might Diglett later. I've never been more proud. And disgusted, but proud. Twitch chat,
I'm proud of you,
everyone's
Toby.
gone so quiet. You thought it was funny, right? Right? No.
You're doing great, buddy.
Thanks, Josh.
I really think so. I think it brings out your eyes.
Thanks.
How's that? Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, you're doing well with these Diglets. These Diglets are annoying. The ones in this area.
I wonder how many we'll actually have kind of found by the end of it. I was like, oh, maybe we'll find like 20, but I expected to be more blindfolded. So.
By the way, if the chat even can think of more incentives, that's fine.
Oh yeah. If the chat wants us to do anything, just let us know. Doodle-doo-doo.
100 from Bolo. Why is Hoenn the best? That's easy.
That's a true Green 7 question.
Ooh. I love Hoenn.
Welcome
love
to
Hoenn.
the Hoenn cast, and this is again.
I don't think Hoenn is objectively the best. It is my personal favorite, though.
Okay,
But
go
that's
for it.
that's a different argument. Hoenn, okay.
All right.
Hoenn, I think, is a huge step up in terms of diversity of the locations of the region, of the routes and everything from Johto and Kanto. I think people don't, and even compared to Sinnoh, it's still as diverse as like Sinnoh and Unova. It's actually one of the most diverse regions, especially for its time. It's really diverse. I think Hoenn is a great mixture of Pokemon and humans. They make sure that each town has some kind of lore with the Pokemon or some kind of lore. I mean, Johto has that too, but Hoenn stepped it up too. Hoenn, in terms of region, and that's what we're talking about, I think stepped up a lot of things that are kind of underrated. Because obviously, yes, in mechanics, there are some like mechanics like Night and Day that were turned off since Johto, and they were brought back in Orast. But if we're talking about the region itself, it's you can find almost literally anything that you want other than like snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we're talking
I
about
love
Pokemon, I think it's my favorite roster of Pokemon personally. I just love how they're also the first region where the Pokemon are really well integrated to the region. They were tailor-made to fit the region, either in terms of culture, they were all based on Japanese lore or Japanese, yokai or animals, or they're all tropical and the colors match especially for where the location. Because in Johto, a lot of the Pokemon don't really make sense for the location. Some of them do, a lot of them do, yes. But in Hoenn, again, they stepped up, made sure that each Pokemon makes sense for the location.
There's so many little secrets for Hoenn, right? There's like, there's Chimecho, okay, maybe that's a little underwhelming. There's Feebas. Feebas, what's a Feebas?
The
Why is this
Reggies.
trainer got, you've got the Reggies, the mystery of the Reggies, you've got Beldum, and there's like only one of it. But then there's also Salamence and Flygon, there's the desert and the fossils and the Mirage Tower and Emerald. You got the Battle Frontier as part of Hoenn, technically. At least in the games. There's so much there in the world of mystery, but what I personally like about it is that once you've got to the other side of the sort of Rustboro Tunnel, if you want to revisit an old area, there's so many ways you can go about it. You can go, okay, I want to take the cycling path. Okay, now I want to go and take the Rustboro Tunnel. Now I want to, once you've got surf, I want to take this route where the abandoned ship is, or I want to surf across that little gap between the route where you first battle your rival and the cycling road. There's like so many different little areas that you can explore and ways you can navigate it in a way.
I love backtracking when you get surf in any region, and Hoenn is the best in terms of that.
And the reason I think that it's the best is because it's not like, oh, I'm gonna go back there. It's because you can take a new route back there and then a new route back, and so you're just finding more of the region. I think Johto had a little bit of that with the Dark Cave, or the path that leads from the Ruins of Alph to Azalea Town, but you could only really explore like an extra area of the Ruins of Alph, and it didn't feel to have that same impact. At a point where
The
you wouldn't
game-
really wanna,
The game that I have played the most this year by far has been Oras, and I have not gotten tired of it yet. And a big part of that is the region. They're just it's such a fun region to traverse. And honestly, I think, you guys are talking about all the Pokemon that complement the region. I would also say the music enhances the region in such a huge way. And I especially like the Oras music, just because I feel like they really took advantage of the higher tech on the 3DS. And it is just a pure joy to go through the game. I remember doing the all trainers speed run of Oras, and that was one of the most fun experiences I've ever done on stream, because I literally went through every single nook and cranny of the game. Like, you had to go get the acro bike to hop over to one of the trainers. You had to go diving to see every single like scuba diving trainer, and you really get to just see every little part of the region, and that really made me appreciate Hoenn. It's just vibrant, it's fun, and I love Hoenn so much.
I completely get that. I tend to play Pokemon games wanting to battle every trainer, and I do get that with Hoenn up until you leave Lily Cove. Once you start surfing on the open water, I find it a lot harder to keep track of like where I've been and where I haven't explored
So
yet.
I personally like that. I
Yeah.
like being able to feel like, wow, like the real world where it's an unlimited amount of locations where I could,
Yeah.
chance upon some island that I didn't, or just find myself lost. I love being lost in Pokemon games. That's actually fun sometimes. Like in the Forest of Focus, I was lost the first time I entered it, and that was fun. But I'm gonna say something that's nobody ever talks about in Hoenn that is underrated. I think is it was the first. Or it was at the time. It was really good at adding Pokemon with new and additional type combinations. And I'm playing
Okay.
right now an Oras monotype run, only with grass types. And each grass type, other than Sceptile, but I could have replaced him with something else, but I'm not going to do that. Each grass type has a completely new type combination. Like I have dark grass, I have water grass, I have rock grass, I have fighting grass. There's so many different type combinations in Hoenn, and also because of that, we have some cool designs that express those type combinations.
Even
'Cause that's-
Sceptile, you can Mega and get that Dragon.
True, exactly. Then I have a drag. It's so fun with doing monotypes in Hoenn. And what's cool is that also that is an extension of the theme of Hoenn, which is harmony of extremes, basically, like water and ground or all the type combinations.
Tropius is a pretty incredible kind of Pokemon for the Hoenn region, It's
Perfect, like literally represents it.
yeah, that I've always felt that. I was kind of surprised that for some reason I always had in my head Ash Ketchum was going to catch Tropius in the Hoenn Adventures. I don't know why I was so certain about it, but I was like, this would be the perfect Pokemon for him to get. I don't know. Kids thinking. But Oras as well added so much more to the Hoenn region as well. Soaring is like incredible, and
Oh my god!
doesn't
dude,
it
soaring
just adds so much. I admittedly
music for soaring.
I
oh.
prefer
It's
the
definitely
Lassies in the old one.
the
games.
region where the region itself is the most fleshed out, because in terms of
Yeah.
exploration, because you can go dive into the water, you can fly over the region. That's why Hoenn is, I think, that's the best case for Hoenn.
Also, it's very dark. There's in Oras, there's a lot of pretty low-key creepypasta stuff going on.
Yeah,
Which,
with the Marvel stuff.
Sea Marvel, and that's actually to do with kind of hinting towards this theory that I might unveil at the end of the stream. Yeah, there's a pretty dark past to the Hoenn region, which is also pretty exciting.
And hey, the same cases, a lot of these cases could be said about other regions, but this is the Hoenn podcast. If you want to donate for us to talk about another region, I am 100%.
Donate to-
Oh yeah.
If someone donates $100 to talk about Sinnoh, I'll drop $4 because Gen 4. Yeah.
And if someone
No,
wants
I'll
to do a
drop
Kalos cast, I'll
$4.44.
have nothing to say.
Yeah. About what?
If someone wants to do a Kalos cast, I'll have nothing
Oh,
to say.
no.
Nah, there's something to say about every
There
region.
is. I'm being
I love
difficult.
cows.
It was interesting. I saw a tweet today. By Sarah B. Joe. Oh, something happened.
$5 from Bolo definitely got my money's worth there. Way more than 3 minutes. That's what you get when you choose a really good topic.
When you choose a good topic, we'll just ramble on. I saw a tweet today by Sarah B. Joe. Said something to the effect of, it's interesting to see, Black and White came out like 10 years ago. And it's interesting to see how over the last 5 years, the conversation has changed and it's now like heralded as part of the greatest era of Pokemon. And he expects to see that for Generation 6.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
was
not
gonna say it was Gen 7.
sure.
I love Gen
don't know,
7.
but
Yeah,
maybe-
I am a huge fan of Gen 7, which seems to be, counter the
I love the
popular
I
opinion.
think we'll see a
Alola?
shift in the next 5 years.
Do you think?
Yeah, just
With-
like every region, yeah.
With Alola, I love the region. I love I love the inspiration. I love every Pokemon in the region. It's more of a gameplay thing for me
Right.
that is Generation 7 just kind of grinds me the wrong way. But I like the story. I like the
It's
world
a
they built.
tropical intergalactic story. That's just like nuts
It's
to me.
cool.
That's like
Yeah.
the most far out I think we've ever gotten in terms of Pokemon, which is just also I'm a sucker for colors. If a game's colorful, that alone just
Yeah.
makes it kind of just boosts my morale to play it. Like I know it sounds kind of silly, but I feel like there's something to be said for that just from like a psychological standpoint. Even just like
It's
playing like a
exciting.
Mario game that's like bright and colorful,
It's really exciting. I mean,
Yeah.
that first time I played Sun and Moon, and you're in the post game, and you're with Looker, and you're like, hunting down Ultra Beasts. Like, that's so cool. And
I think Game Freak really goes far out there and like tries to be different and unique and pushes stuff in the second game of each console. So Gen 5, Gen 7, they try to make the story. They're more confident in their ability to make a game because it's not the first game in that console.
Yes.
So they do weird and cool stuff.
And I mean, looking at that, I do think that the Isle of Armor was a step in the right direction from Sun and Moon, and I think that the Crown Tundra looks so exciting. The Reggie, I'm more excited, honestly, about the Reggies and personally as a bird keeper, the legendary birds, than I am about the Calyrex, but I want to learn about Calyrex. Like,
I'm a fan of Calyrex.
It does look cool. I don't dislike the design at all. It looks awesome.
Oh wait, the birds are definitely way cooler, but I like Calyrex.
The birds are... I can't believe I've gone 25 years with the legendary birds as they are, and I think the new versions this year are the best versions.
Dude! $100 from Echo671. Talk about Sinnoh and what could be in the remakes when they come out.
Wait, Sinnoh?
Yeah, Sinnoh. Let's talk about Sinnoh and what the remakes could have.
Okay, can I lead this in?
You
Go
can
for it.
read.
The fourth gen gamer here. Okay, all right, Sinnoh. Why is Sinnoh amazing? Okay, so there's definitely some nostalgia as to why I like it, but honestly, I feel like Sinnoh is like a perfect balance of what makes an adventure, not just an adventure, but like an excursion. All of the different environments are just beautiful, and like I said, they're very colorful as well. And I feel like, honestly, Sinnoh has like a few different, it's almost like different segments of the game. Like, you very clearly have like your beginning part of the game, and then once the story really starts to like ramp up, you get into this really like the foggy area, and you know, you start missing moves left and right, and it's like frustrating, but like it starts to really grind out. You really like, I feel like you get an immersive playthrough on like the DS, which you wouldn't think is.
I don't know. I'm seeing Tamashi Hiroka in chat saying, "Oh no, I'm
No, it's great. No, then you get to the snow route, and then like the music starts playing, and it's like like it's great, and then like you get to the distortion world and Mount Cornet. By the way, that is one of the few caves that I do not dread going through because the music is amazing, and like Cyrus is like absolutely crazy. And then the legendaries of Sinnoh are all awesome. And then all of the new evolutions that they introduced made so many like old lines. Honestly, like it reminds me of Mega Evolution in that it can make an evolution line that was completely maybe irrelevant into something that you actually want to try now. Yeah. And then you get to Sunny Shore. Like every part of the game, I feel like has its own unique memory associated with it. And like, you know, when you get to like Sunny Shore City and that starts going bananas, like I love that so much. And then not only that, we have a whole post-game island, and then like Stark Mountain feels like its own separate adventure, and you have the Battle Tower and Platinum Battle Frontier. And then for the remakes, I hope they should do it all again, but better.
I have something to say. So, well, first, I think it has the best dungeons. Dungeons in Sinnoh are exactly the opposite of generation of Galar, where this is exactly what is missing from Galar. But what I do want to say, if we're talking about like the potential remakes, I think Sinnoh is the prime, like it's the perfect region for that.
Perfect.
It'll supplement everything that Galar was missing. It's the perfect region to like replace some routes with wild areas like the Great Marsh,
various routes, snowy area,
like the routes west of Pastoria. I forgot the number. The other swamp routes, even Route 216 and 217 are perfect for a wild area. Perfect wild area locations for Sinnoh. So I'm excited for that if that's happening.
I think Sinnoh makes perfect sense. Also, you know, one of the big features on the DS that they really can't do in remakes is the Sinnoh Underground. And the reason they can't do it...
I was going to say Underground's great as well.
But it's designed for that top-down aesthetic, right? So, the Underground is a wild area? Hang on, that sounds familiar. Aren't we getting underground raid dens in Pokemon Sword and Shield? Wait... I'm sure that's a thing. Oh, also, we're now getting a DLC about the Reggies, but no real news about Regigigas. And wait, Regigigas, Gigantamax Regigigas? Ooh, Eternamax for Eternatus, Eternamax Arceus? Like, it's got the same ethereal vibe to it, for sure. And Eternatus surely does not fit in very well with Sword and Shields. Zacian and Zamazenta.
4.44 from the 4th Gen Gamer.
Yeah.
Gen 4 represent!
Gen 4 has Sinnoh has phenomenally amazing route themes.
Oh, the best routines in the game, in the
But
franchise.
can I say
Yes.
something potentially controversial?
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I have a lot of things controversial to say about Sinnoh, but that's not what
Okay.
the podcast is about, but
So,
you can talk about it.
I know Tamashi did the video about Diamond and Pearl, right?
Yeah.
So
The
here's,
infamous video?
here's the thing, though. I think that without Platinum, people wouldn't think back on Gen 4 and Sinnoh as such a like favored, like, oh, we love it kind of thing.
I
Because
agree.
Diamond
I
and
agree.
Pearl are like,
I would go as far to say that Platinum doesn't actually change much.
I disagree.
I honestly, it feels as slow for me when I'm playing through
Oh
Platinum.
no, I disagree with that. I think Platinum feels like a wildly different experience, if not else, just for the new variety of Pokemon that you can catch in it. I always enjoy replaying Sinnoh, getting Rotom early on in the game as an option, and visiting.
Platinum also gives you Battle Frontier.
There's so much there with Platinum, but I genuinely think that people would look back on Diamond and Pearl as they do about X and Y if it was not for Platinum tweaking a few things and making it better. I actually think X and Y probably would be looked back more favorably.
Here's the thing,
if it had
Sinnoh,
a Z.
people like the challenge of Sinnoh. It is relatively hard in terms of the battles, while X and Y is
yeah.
easy. And I think that's, like, everything else, I'd compare the two, because X and Y does have really good dungeons and, routes that are explorable, and it really is, the problem is the difficulty. So I think that's what sets it apart.
I gotta
Sinnoh,
say,
where-
perfect starter roster. I can't get over how
Yeah.
good they are.
Dude, oh my god.
I think
The
they're very
starters-
Also,
balanced.
the mystery
Oh.
gift events were so cool as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Like
$10
Darkrai.
from Anonymous. Thank you. They call Luxray. Speaking of Gen 4.
Love that.
The best Gen 4
Love
Pokemon.
that.
Love
maybe.
it. You know, I think I started, I got the first shiny Pokemon from the donations on this, and I got a Magmortar, which was one of my least favorite of the new evolutions. I
That's
think.
fair.
I didn't know
I
people
do
didn't
enjoy
like
Magmortar.
Magmortar until I went online.
Not until, not next to Electivire. Electivire's, you know.
Yes, Electivire is better. Yes.
What really makes Sinnoh for me is I think that all the different Pokemon in the music and the mystery gifts and just all the different attributes really, I feel like, complement each other, which is, I don't know, like, it's just great. Like, the beginning of the game, Bird Pokemon is, like, one of the best, if not the best. You know, Staraptor is just awesome. Like, the starter roster is amazing. You know, the music just, you vibe with it. It feels great. Like, I feel like just everything kind of, it's like having a really good meal. You know, you have like a good meal, you have like your entree and like your side dishes. I feel like
And
everything within Sinnoh just
I
goes
don't know
really nicely.
how we're having this discussion and not talking about Cynthia, the greatest character,
Cynthia's
the
really good.
ultimate challenge, the best champion in the whole Pokemon world. She's just incredible, and
I don't know if this is controversial, but I really like her Sigma suit in Pokemon Masters.
No, I like
the
it too.
Como outfit.
I think it's
Like her
cool.
Como
I haven't seen that.
It's dope.
$25 from Insane in the Rain. Say what you want about Sinnoh, but don't dare talk bad about the soundtrack.
Okay.
He's right. I mean,
Let's go, Carlos.
And I'm now
I mean-
blindfolded.
Haste.
I personally don't think the battle themes in Sinnoh are as good as the rest.
I agree. I don't. I did a music tier list of Gen 4. I'll show you, Ron, at some point. Actually,
Though-
I would be curious.
They're also amazing battle themes, just like any region. But yeah, in
Cynthia
terms of like,
theme, obviously.
Generally,
but,
they're
yeah.
a bit weaker.
the
Like
podcast is over, so now we can talk bad about Sinnoh. But I
Okay.
in respect to Insane in the Rain and the 4th Gen gamer, I'm gonna be tame. But I personally think this may just be in Diamond and Pearl, but I think Platinum too, where not the variety, but you always end up with basically the same team because of HMs. The HMs in Sinnoh are the worst. They're the most,
HMs are mega lame.
and that's why we need a
Oh,
remake.
yeah.
The remake will fix that, and it will make Sinnoh one of my favorite regions. It didn't have, if it wasn't slow, if it didn't have the HMs, one of my favorite.
Also, Gmax Spiritomb confirmed because the Hollow Tower is a raid den. And
Yes.
come on, it just is. Yeah, I should really commission that design.
Guys, we're close to 11,000. So
Can
hey,
we
more-
get that
more podcasts.
11K, guys?
Are we? How far in are we? Are we an hour in?
We're an hour and 9 minutes in, guys.
Okay,
Can we
I'll tell you what.
Can we reach the 12K?
I'll tell you what. I want to try and reach 12K, but if we can reach 11,500, I'll go ahead and divulge my Pokemon theory. It's all about the history of the Pokeball, where it came from, tying all of the laws together. I'm very excited about it. It's probably one of the more coherent and competent theories I've come up with. If we can hit 11,500, which would be incredible for charity. Of course, always. Sinnoh definitely does have some bads. I won't, you know, I don't think it's the best thing. I don't think it's the best.
Every region has its flaws.
You know, in the world. But I do really enjoy playing Platinum. There's something just so satisfying about that game in particular.
I think the routes in the post game of Sinnoh are some of the best routes in the entire franchise.
I agree.
Ooh.
I think that I feel like no one talks about the post game island. I think that there's a lot that is to be said about that. Just I feel like they don't feel thrown in. They feel like they were well thought out, and I don't think people really think about that too much when they think of Sinnoh.
I'll tell you what.
I love
I'll
how
tell you
in
why.
Platinum, when you get to those routes, you see new assets in terms of like new trees, new textures and stuff.
I'll tell you why I think that is. Isn't it because when you beat Cynthia and it's like, cool, game over. And then it's like, oh, Pal Park. And, oh, there's this new area. Don't you have to have, like... Don't you have to have seen everything? Like, all of the Pokemon in
You do
order
have to
unlock?
have everything.
And I think
usually
that
it's just like a Combi and like
yeah, like a Finneon or something. But I think for a lot of people, it feels a little bit like, oh, I finished the game. I don't want to go do the whole Pokedex. And then I think they miss that content. What I will say is I think Sinnoh was the first region to maybe overdo it with legendaries. Heatran is the pinpoint Pokemon for that. Like, it's a great Pokemon. It's a really cool Pokemon. It's just, we've already got so many legendaries. We went from one mythical Pokemon in Gen 1, one in Gen 2, two in Gen 3, and there's 5 in Gen 4.
Here's the thing.
It is there with purpose. It gives the last island purpose, which is
I
a good
agree.
thing.
And also, I think, so right now I just like played Platinum, for example, and I can't access like Darkrai and Cresselia and stuff like that. So yeah, Heatran's is nice that I can have at least Heatran.
You've got so many other
like
Pokemon. Like, what's... You got Cresselia, you've got, obviously, you've got a trio. You in the Lake Trio. Dialga Palkia, Giratina,
That's only, what, 2 trios, and then Heatran. What's wrong with that?
and Heatran and Cresselia.
No, but again, Cresselia and Darkrai, you can't
You
really
can get
get
Cresselia
nowadays
in the
unless I'm
game.
wrong.
Yeah, Cresselia in the game.
Can you get Cresselia
Yeah.
without like a bent?
Yeah.
Cresselia is normal, and then
Cresselia's just part of the game.
new
Darkrai
Moon
is a
Island.
mythical.
Wait, I'm gonna let
What
that
is
music
that?
play.
What's going on?
Gen 4.
We got 69 from Zalno. If we're talking about Poke opinions, Porygon 2 is the best Pokemon. Change my mind. Justice for Porygon.
Wait, how much did we just
Hey,
get?
stick an
donated?
Eviolite on. That's
We
the
got
best.
69,
Let's go.
69.
Well,
We'll
I'm
talk for
gonna,
like
I'm
half
gonna
a
say
minute.
that's enough for me to take this off for a bit.
$5 from Echo671. Thanks for talking about Sinnoh, guys. Pearl was my first game, which is why it's my favorite generation. I don't blame you.
What? So what are we going to talk about for half a minute?
Porygon 2.
With
Very
Eviolite,
cool.
thing's great. Also, cool color scheme.
Very cool
I-
Pokemon.
Cotton candy.
As a 3D animator, I love the whole, subdivision aspect of this line.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain about Porygon 2. I feel like I didn't used to appreciate it as a child because I was just kind of like, oh, it's just Porygon again. But with 2,
Yes, that is Porygon 2.
There's Porygon 2. I think nowadays I enjoy it a lot more. I think it's like really cool, and I love the lore behind it as well. You've got Porygon Cyberspace, Porygon 2 Deep Space, and Porygon Z was supposed to be to explore alternate dimensions. And interestingly, you can find the Dubious Disc in the Aether Foundation, and there's all sorts of little theories and things that I've done there about that. And there's the alien invasion theory that Porygon 2 was designed to stop threats like Deoxys from space. It's very cool.
Wow. That's awesome.
I can't tell if you're being sincere, Josh.
No, that's so. Listen, you
just
guys
came
are
up
full
so,
of like.
That's awesome. Yeah.
You guys are full of so many like theories and like such interesting knowledge of Pokemon that I never knew about. Like, I love it.
Yay. We've all got our specialties. You're Mr. Speedrunner.
I'm trying to be. I'm getting there.
Didn't you say you hold the world record in something? In one of the categories?
I would say only meme records where there's only like a few
Alright.
people. Nothing to. I have world record for Omega Ruby on emulator.
Oh, Tomato, thank you so much for the raid. To anyone hosting, raiding, sharing this stream, thank you for supporting it. Thank you for bringing people in. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the world of Pokethon, where we're raising money for direct relief. So far, we've raised $10,772.35, all going towards Direct Relief, a charity that works in over 80 different countries to help in all sorts of crises, whether that's the California wildfires that are going on right now, throughout COVID. I think they help with delivering babies in Africa. If you want to find out more about them, you can find out all the information at directrelief.com or at pokey.gives. But they really are an incredible charity doing a lot of work. And so all of your donations go there and help out. So thank you for supporting. We got lots of different incentives, things that you can do. We're currently Diglett hunting. I'm Birdkeeper Toby for anyone just coming in, and I'm joined by Josh, the 4th Gen Gamer, and True Green 7, and we're only just starting day 2 of Pokethon. Day 3 tomorrow. We got like, what, another 22 hours worth of streaming, 10 today, and then, well, 11 today, and then 12 tomorrow.
Absolutely. We got a lot of spicy events still to go. If you guys want to know the schedule, you could go to Pokethon.net, and at the top of the page, you can click schedule. Let us know in the chat, what are you looking forward to the most? Ooh. I'm very excited. Tomorrow, we are starting off day 3 with a 4-person, 4-ass randomizer speedrun race that I'll be a part of. That one I'm very much looking forward to. Great way to start off the last day.
Tomorrow I have
many
my
events.
Who's That Pokemon segment. That usually is really fun, so I'm looking forward to
You're
that.
such a troll, by the way. That's such a troll event.
That's what the game is.
And then later today, do we not have a Family Feud Pokemon edition? That's today, right?
Yes, oh, that
Indeed,
one.
that's-
That is always the best.
That's gonna
That
be
is going to be very exciting.
And Purplecliff is in this Family Feud, right? He's coming back.
Oh, he better be.
Yeah, he is.
The great thing about this is I'm British, so we don't have Family Feud here, and I really don't know what to expect. I'm just gonna turn up, though that's much like many of the things I do. I'm just gonna turn up and we'll have some fun.
You'll do great.
I'm sure I'm gonna win
Probably.
it. Well, I don't even know if you can win it, but I'll win it. We got this. That'll be fine. I think if I get blindfolded again, I have to remain within the forest to focus. Because I don't know that there's any more Diglett that I can... I mean, there probably are. But I don't know that there's any more Diglett for me elsewhere. I'm tempted to go back to the Diglett... Oh, wait, no, there's everyone there's all the Digletts at the front. On the beach where you come in.
Yeah.
That is true.
Ooh, okay. Very sweaty under this Dugtrio.
Oh, Family Feud was Family Fortunes in UK. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard the name. I don't think I've ever watched it. Whoopsie.
You'll be in great shape.
We'll be fine. I'll have had a sleep between now and then.
Yeah, you're
I'll
on
have
a crazy sleep schedule
Big
now.
old nap between now and then. We got totally
Big old
different
snooze.
time zones.
Oh my god, you still have the big Wailord.
Yeah, I don't have a bike, so I can't go out to it on this. This is an entirely new account just for this event. So I'm gonna play through, get my starter, and get out to the Isle of Armor. Just in time for the event.
So yeah, I would just talk to the
$5
big
from
old guy.
Rebellious Trico. I've heard talk about how the types of Dialga and Palkia might represent how time is immobile and how space is fluid and expanding. That's one of the things I like about them. Yeah, it's a good theory. People like that theory.
I like that. I like that.
I love that theory.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I really like that. Actually, that's really cool.
There has to be a reason they gave the space Pokemon pearls.
But pearls like planets and moons and things? Like, I don't know. Big pearly orb in the sky. No, okay, I'll stop. I tried, okay.
I do love Dialga and Palkia. Big fan.
Yeah, I think they're fantastic.
I
mean,
as a
Diamond
kid,
was my
I
first
loved
game, so.
their signature moves. I mean, I still do, but like just the name of them. I remember as a kid, like me and like my other friends who played Diamond and Pro, like gushing over the names.
Roar of Time. Spatial Rend. Yeah, they're awesome. They're cool
There's
names.
some of the funniest moves to get in randomizers. You know, you're facing like a Caterpie and you're like, oh, it's fine. And then it's like Caterpie used Roar of Time. You're like, oh my god, what?
It's terrifying Caterpie.
Yeah, that's a fun one when that
Oh,
happens.
did you hear the Crown Tundra overworld music from
No.
that like Africa trailer that
What?
leaked?
What? No? Who?
We'll talk about it after that $3 donation from Stealthblade17. Look up Family Fortune, specifically Turkey, and Fast Money. And they call it Mariana. Yeah, you do that after this. Alright, so I don't know if I mean it's not really a leak, but this like Nintendo of Africa or Pokemon of Africa channel like had like a 30-second trailer for Crown Tundra that, I mean, literally was the same footage that we already had of Crown Tundra, so nothing new. But the music itself was new. It was the Crown Tundra music, and it's pretty good.
I'm
Very nice
really
and-
looking
That's
forward
exciting.
to kind of walking through that icy landscape at Christmas. I think it's going to be just so nice to go through at the holidays and just kind of enjoy the snow and I don't know. We don't get
And
a lot
I'm
of
just
snow.
guessing that it's the Crown Tundra overall music because it does sound similar to the music that we're listening to right now, but like winter version. Sorry for interrupting you, by the way.
Huh? No, you're right. You're good. I wasn't saying anything exciting.
Can I share something exciting?
Yeah?
Speaking of,
Oh, yes.
I don't think we've mentioned this today. Guys, we do have some prizes that you can win by donating. It looks like, I believe, $20 if you donate that today. You'll be entered in for the Series Star Saturday prize pack, which includes a Pikachu plush, a Graduation Pikachu plush, a Pikachu Funko Pop, a Pikachu ornament set, and a Caparaja promo card. So get those donations in, $20, and you'll be in for the Series Star Saturday prize potentially. So get those donations in, guys, at Poke.gives. And that's a fantastic little prize pack. If you guys just click on that link and scroll down, you'll see an image of all of those prizes.
I dare someone to donate 100 to give us like a topic that is very like meaty and like not controversial, but something that'll give us like a curveball, you know?
Ooh, that sounds very
What would an example of that be? What would be something that like you've never been asked or that you've always wanted to talk about and think is one of the most interesting things that people ignore?
Something I've never been asked about Pokemon. You guys
I'm just
gotta
saying,
go.
Pokemon Ranger. I love Pokemon Ranger. You know.
$5 from Lids Pro Sneasel. Can we agree that War of Time Bidoof is the best?
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
I will agree with that. Thank you, Liz.
I love the idea of a Bidoof using spatial rend, just using its teeth to kind of tear through the fabric of space.
Fomantis.
A
with
Pokemon
spatial
topic
rend.
that doesn't get spoken about enough. I really like. I tell you what. You can start me down a whole rabbit hole with this. Okay.
Don't go through the rabbit hole because that's what the donation is for, but just tell us what the topic
all right. Dark Pokemon and Shadow Pokemon and how they're like everywhere. And yeah, I'm just very excited about that topic. I shall say no more. We found 63 Diglett today. I was genuinely thinking we won't get over like 30.
That is impressive.
Woo! We've got
Like, I would
87
like
more
So
to go.
impressive.
Yeah, good thing that we went back to that guy.
Okay, do we even think that there are any more in... I mean, there's gotta be. Ooh, I got a meow.
Ooh, talk about why
Pretty
Gen 5
spicy
is bad.
That is a good example because that's really controversial for but although like, yeah, we can talk about the merits of a controversial opinion. if someone donates. That would be.
Or
pretty
you could talk about why Gen 5 is good, because I hate Gen 5, so you can.
That is
get-
so weird. To me.
what?
I mean, I get it because I've already heard every like argument for that, but like that is like even in now in the year 2020, someone hating Gen 5, that's a sin.
Okay, I don't hate Gen 5. It is thus far the least has been the least pleasurable playthrough for me. There you go.
It's not supposed to be pleasurable. It's not. It's not supposed to be fun.
It's not supposed to be fun, you're supposed to hate every minute of it.
If you guys want to hear me talk about why I
wanna
think Gen
know.
5 is amazing, then donate for that. Or if you want to hear Toby and Ron talk about why they think that it's bad, those are some controversial
Wait,
opinions.
I don't
There
know
you
why
go.
it's bad. I think it's good.
Yeah, but
Well, there
you
you go,
used to not kind of like it that much.
I
Cody,
was
so you
like,
can probably
not
take it to me.
okay. My opinion on it before was pretty neutral. It was like take it or leave it, and then over the last 2 years, I've gone from take it or leave it to this has a place, and I get it. I totally get it. Yeah.
So guys, get in those donations if you want to hear some kind of a controversial opinion on that.
I want to know why if we get to talk about this, I want to know why you think it's bad, so that we can argue with you.
I actually have good. I think I have good reason.
All right.
Okay, yeah, there's probably valid reasons for everything. But what's funny, so I just made a video about like controversial Pokemon opinions, so I can tell you, I've already seen the side of every side of every controversial opinion, so I can if you
I will
donate,
say
I can
this.
tell you.
Without spoiling too much, because
Say
guys,
again,
if you
what?
get in $100 donation, then we'll talk about Gen 5.
Yep.
I do take into account the definition of Gen 5 as pretty much the way that you define generations, Ron. So not,
Not just-
Unova, but like the games, the, anime, movies, spin-offs, like just the
Okay,
whole,
so then
like the
I
literal
agree.
generation of time.
Oh, I don't. Okay, then no, we'll talk about it if someone donates. But like, I get what you're saying. We'll talk about it. So you have the start of a good point.
Yeah. I yes. I look forward to hearing the rest of that. Good point. My dog Drio is looking a little bit droopy. My dog Drio is looking a little bit sad. Okay.
Oh.
It's just looking a little bit deflated. I bought this wig special. Or did I? I bought this wig special for this. But
It
it's
looks
just looking a
great
little
on you.
bit, a little bit sad.
Another controversial opinion is your opinion on Hop. People either love or hate him.
Mine.
Ooh. Yeah.
I think I like the design of Hop, and I think I like Hop's journey. I think it didn't really resolve anywhere for me. I sort of
That's
feel
weird.
like there was about halfway through the game, Hop was feeling sad about getting beaten a lot, and then just sort of eventually wasn't that sad about it, and that was just sort of it. I don't know. I sort of fizzled out for me by the time we got to the end of the game, but.
I know Pulse, when he started running Sword and Shield a little bit, his like split times would say Galari and How.
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally think they're nothing alike, but yeah.
I think Hop's much better than How. I get why you would think that, because I think like
They're both happy.
they're both happy. they're both animated very similarly as well, with their like the thing.
Yeah, we
pose
know that,
they do,
yeah.
And so you're kind of. I can see why you'd think that, but I actually think that Hop is a lot more well developed than How was, and I really.
Well, How was more developed in Ultra Sun and Moon than Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still not top tier rival. How?
No.
But that's another conversation.
Is there any more on this side of the? On this side of
But
the.
that's the
lake?
Speaking of conversations,
Yeah.
guys, if you donate $100 going to an amazing cause with Direct Relief, you can have the Gen 5 podcast happen right here on this stream. And just a reminder on Direct Relief, guys, an amazing organization that provide relief all around the world, over 80 countries. They provide relief for all sorts of situations such as COVID and the California wildfires and tsunami season out, where did Abra say? Some region in the world.
They're doing hurricane.
Hurricane relief. They provide so many resources all around the world, and something incredible about Direct Relief that makes them really special is that they are 100% efficient. So in other words, 100% of your donation goes directly to the support because their staff are actually paid from a separate pool of money, a separate fund that is not from donations. So all of your money goes right to medical supplies and direct relief, literally direct relief. And that is something that's amazing. We actually, Toby wasn't there, but last year we visited their warehouse and we saw the huge pallets of insulin and cotton swabs and cotton balls, and we saw the work that they were doing and shipping out the medicine all around the world.
100 from Bolo. Sorry for interrupting the perfect speech. Never played Gen 5. Convince me why I should or shouldn't.
Ah. Okay.
Wait.
There you go.
Let's organize this.
You're great.
I want to just finish that point. I want to say thank you just for that, because I'm a little bit less familiar with direct relief personally, because I've only been hearing about them really through the work you've been doing in past Pokethons, and the more you talk about them, the more just kind of generally incredible they sound. So after this is over, I'm going to be heading over to directrelief.com to learn more about them, and yeah, I would recommend everyone does the same. Find out where it's all going and who it's helping, and I think it'll make you maybe want to give it a little bit more and help out. And yeah, it's just good to know where it's going and who it's helping, I think. But sorry, yes, the Gen 5 podcast.
Gen 5, why you should play it. Okay, and I guess Josh is gonna do why you shouldn't, and Toby can do whatever he wants.
Well, okay, before we jump in, first of all, let me say that you should play it. It's worth your time playing.
Yeah, every main series game in my
it's
opinion
worth playing. So play it. I'm not gonna tell you not to play it.
Right.
So please play it. I would say for sure.
If you like Pokemon, you're gonna like the games.
Yes.
Wait, $20 from Humbology, donating for a great cause and all-day Pokemon? Now that's what I call a great Saturday. Keep up the good work. They call Wobbuffet. Thank you very much.
We are now just
Ew.
$95
Yeah, I was gonna say yes.
away from 11,000. That's
Can we
incredible.
push to over 11, guys? Oh my goodness.
We weren't even at 10,000 before day 2 started, and we've still got plenty of this second event, this first event to go. So thank you so much, everyone, for your support. It means a lot, and it goes a long, long way.
You're all lovely. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna go speed round with the reasons you should play it. So, best plot in the game, arguably best plot in the franchise. Really great undertones for the plot. Amazing characters that are involved in the plot. So that's all the plot related reasons to enjoy the game. In terms of the region itself, very diverse. The seasons change up the locations every month that you play the game, so you can keep on going back to locations and it'll be different, unlock new items, maybe even new versions of Pokemon that exist. And there's actually, it's probably the region with the most locations. It has so many optional and hidden locations and dungeons and landmarks that are diverse and explorable. While people think that the progression through the plot in the region is linear, the locations themselves, the routes, are some of the least linear and dynamic, some of the most dynamic routes and locations in the region. There's always off-beaten paths and multiple locations within locations. It's not just a straight line. And that's the merits of the region. And the region is a perfect representation of the New York area. Coming from a person from New York, it is a well-translated New York. The Pokemon themselves, just the most amount of Pokemon. You have the most amount of Pokemon to choose from. If you're playing Black and White and you've never played it before and you rarely see Gen 5 Pokemon, it's like playing Pokemon for the first time, where you're encountering new Pokemon. You don't know what their gimmicks are. Sometimes you don't know their types. You don't know the lore, especially, and you're going to learn about it because there's a lot of good, relatively good dialogue and ways to learn about the Pokemon in that region. And then, one last point, I guess, would be that Black and White with Black and White 2, coupled with Black and White 2, is the best Pokemon experience in my opinion, because you get the continuation of the plot, an expansion of the locations, new locations, new characters, way more new music than any third quote-unquote third version. The music is, I think, the best. Not the best. I mean, that's subjective, so I'm not gonna say the best soundtrack, but definitely the biggest soundtrack, the most complete soundtrack, the least laziest. Regardless of what you think of your opinion of the generation, the least laziest. main series generation.
You get to play Black and White and then Black and White 2, where I think a lot of people, you wouldn't play Diamond and Pearl and then play Platinum. Yeah. You play
I am so
Yeah.
mad.
Platinum, right?
Hi, I'm Jiggy, and I'm the tech guy. Hi. I had to come in and interject. This is the most. I'm so mad because Ron loves Gen 5, and I had to come in and share my two-second opinion.
Miggy,
Hi, chat.
we'll respect your opinion, but before you do, we just got 95.65 from Echo 671. We just hit 11,000. That's amazing. And
Yeah.
and soon we're going to talk about all the Pokemon spin-off games. But
Sweet.
Jiggy,
Okay.
you have the
Let's
spotlight, I
go.
guess.
All right. That's so good. You guys are so amazing. Keep it up. Keep on donating. I'm now gonna be mad about Gen 5 for 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna leave. Okay.
All right, let's hear it. Let's go.
Okay. So Ron's stance on the game is valid. Okay. I will 100%
You're gonna
validate.
steal my thunder.
I wish
when
you had
complain
said
about
wrong.
No, okay, Josh. I will 100% will let you do your thing. I'm not going to drill it, but I am going to say my metaphor. Okay. Hi Raz. Hi everybody in the chat. This is my metaphor for Gen 5 is that it's a really, really pretty looking pie sitting on a windowsill with the steam coming off of it, and you're just like, damn, now that's a pie. And then when you go, you're like, gosh, I can't wait to eat that pie. It's gonna be delicious. And then when you cut into the pie, it just deflates. It deflates because it's empty. It's so pretty. The music is so good. The animations, the gameplay, but everything is just nothing. There's nothing to do.
Oh no.
Nova's nothing. It's not. There's no desert in New York, Ron.
I mean, I can say what it translated, but I don't know if we can talk about
This
Where's the desert? I'm in Manhattan right now. There's no desert. Okay, that's my rant.
feels
There's no
like
Take it
desert
away,
in the
Josh.
UK. There's no desert in the middle of the Kyushu region of Japan. Unless there is. I wouldn't know.
this really feels like it was more about pies
Holy God.
than it was maybe about Gen 5.
I feel like Jiggy just had a really bad pie one day and decided to take it out on Gen
Yeah,
5.
I think what really happened here is that the day Black and White came out, there was this beautiful pie on the windowsill.
Obi, I stood in line for 9 hours for Gen 5.
I know.
Oh,
and
yeah, actually, originally
the
Gen
pie
5
ruined
for like
it
a
for
few
you.
I went to Nintendo store and I stood in line for 9 hours for that game.
And did you have fun?
No.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm sure Josh is gonna also give us some really valid opinions. I personally think it's the meatiest pie in the franchise. I think it's filled with so much. There's
there's a lot.
so many things that I even
There's a
haven't
lot
done
there.
in Gen
There's a
5.
lot there.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do in my next playthrough. And soon we're gonna talk about spin-offs, but also another $110 from CLE 17. I mean, it's a cool name actually. One. They just said one. Don't know what that means.
What do you want us
We
to
talk about the number one?
to talk about on the podcast? Also, wait, is that another? Oh, yes.
And we have $20 from Pro Sneasel. Just want to make sure everyone knows that at the end of the day, your opinion is just as valid as everyone else. Please don't attack people over their opinions.
So-
Poke community love. You're
We've
100%
got-
right, Pro Sneasel.
Oh my
And
goodness,
the
there's another
counter-answer.
one going. There's another one.
$10 from Connie. So proud to see my fiance Raz Bex's animatic show up on stream. I love you. That is sweet and lovely.
I love you.
And that is just lovely.
Just
Okay,
so you
guys,
all
you have
know,
fun. Have fun.
if we do hit 11,500, I am going to divulge in the next 20 minutes. I am going to divulge my newest Pokemon theory before it's out on YouTube, and just let you know what it's all about, and we can have a little talk about it. But that will need to happen in the next 15 minutes if we can hit there. But for
Yes.
now, we've got like 3 podcast topics.
Yes,
and
exactly.
I want to give my little quick thoughts on Gen 5 here, right?
Can I just say something quickly? Yeah, you're going to say your thoughts, then we're going to talk about spin-off games, then we're going to talk about Gen 1.
All right, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Gen 1 is like, oh, there's a big bad legendary Pokemon at the end of it. It's Mewtwo. Gold and Silver, there's a bunch of legendary Pokemon and they roam the region, and that's cool. It's building up. Gen 3, the legendary Pokemon could destroy the region. It's building up. Gen 4, the legendary Pokemon literally created everything. It's building up. At that point, I think it's really healthy what Gen 5 did, which just went, let's just now do a nice, calm Pokemon game in a Pokemon region with a bunch of new Pokemon. It's like perfectly placed as a palate cleanser after Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum as a completely fresh experience, almost a soft reboot. And then Black and White 2 is like, oh, and there's also all this deep story and world to explore, and all the routes are incredible. Yeah.
Yep. Josh,
Ready?
you want to talk bad? You want to talk smack?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to unload.
All right.
Okay, so Generation 5 is my least favorite generation. That is built off of the definition that a generation is like a literal time period, not just the games, but a generation where you're talking about the movies, the TCG, the spin-off games, the main series games, carrying very heavy weight, but everything kind of all-inclusive. So Generation 5 is when I got out of Pokemon, and I think a big part of that is because Pokemon didn't do a great job of keeping people interested in Pokemon. I love Pokemon Ranger. There were no more Pokemon Rangers. A lot of people love Mystery Dungeon. The Gen 5 Mystery Dungeon was the weakest. Gen 4, we had Battle Revolution, which was not great compared to XD and Coliseum, but now there's nothing for Gen 5, really. When it comes to the actual games, there's just a lot that prevents me from loving them. You start off the game, you have your starter Pokemon. I think that Gen 5, for me personally, has the weakest starters by far, especially when you come off of Gen 4 having...
I love them.
Yeah, I mean, hey, and that's...
Josh.
That's fair. I hate
know
the
Toby's
Gen...
with you, yes.
I do think that the Gen 5 starters are cool Pokemon, but I don't think they're cool starter Pokemon. I just don't enjoy them personally. Down to, like, the beginning of the game, bird Pokemon. I mean, Unpheasant has a cool background. Like, it makes sense in New York, as, like, a pigeon,
Yeah.
but, like...
I agree that it's the worst bird.
Yeah, like,
starting bird.
So it's interesting because under these parameters of, like, if we're talking about the whole generation, then maybe I kind of agree with you. But I don't think that Black and White and Black and White 2 are worse than a number of games that came after it, personally.
I agree. I think Black and White and Black, like, the main series games are the best. I do 100% agree that Gen 5, when we're talking about non-main series games, like as a whole, the generation, I think I think it is the worst of the modern Pokemon generations. Gen 6, I love X and Y just like any Pokemon game, but it's in like the bottom tier in terms of for my personal list. But I think Generation 6, they gave, the Pokemon Company, Game Freak, they did a really good job in terms of the generation, attracting people
I
back.
agree with Megas and stuff. And the thing is, you have to remember, Gen 5 is 2 years, and most generations are 3, right? Wasn't Gen 5 just the 2 years? It was
a short generation.
It was like Platinum, Black and White 2, XY was like the next year. I
think it was 3 years. But it was definitely the shortest.
It was short, yeah.
$1 from Neko Paul. In fact, the UK does have a desert. The Dungeness in Kent, England, is Britain's only desert. Sorry, but someone said the UK had no deserts during a rant. Yeah, that was me.
I didn't know that. Okay, so should we move on to the side games? Spin-off games.
Wait,
So spin-offs-
I got one more
okay.
quick thing. I actually don't love New York City, which also impacts how I feel about the games. I don't love. I don't know. I love a lot of other cities a lot more, even though I'm in New York. Like, I live in New York. Also, I think it is quantity over quality. There's a lot of really good Pokemon, but there's a lot of like Pokemon that I don't really care about, like the monkeys and.
Because of the quantity, it has the same amount of good Pokemon as any other region.
Right, but there's a lot of forgettable ones, and also because of just the way the region's laid out, there are a lot of Pokemon that evolve really late. So whenever I get them in a Nuzlocke, they evolve at like level 52, and I just can't really like use them. So it's like,
yeah, I agree.
It's too bad that's the case. Like, there's a lot of these sort of anomaly situations with Gen 5 where, like, I'll get a Gen 5 Pokemon, I'll find like a Pidove and like a randomizer, and I'll be like, oh, that's lame, or I'll find a Simisear and I'll be like, oh, that's lame, and maybe I'll get like a Blitzel and I'll be like, I mean, it's cool, I guess, but there are other electric types I'd rather get. And I feel like that's a lot of the case for me. And I also don't play Pokemon for plot. I just love building a team and bonding with that team. So, like, plot's cool, but it does carry less of a weight for me, just because if I'm going to play for plot, I'm going to play a game that is, like, built around plot, like, a lot more. So
$10 from
Overall,
Verofist. Unpopular opinion, Pokemon good.
It's not an unpopular opinion.
Gen 5's fun, though. You guys should play it. You guys should go play it.
Pokemon?
Go have fun with it.
It's good.
It's alright. Yeah, I like Pokemon. It's chill.
By the way,
I'm more of a
play
Digimon
Pokemon
guy.
for plot too, but I feel like I'm just the type of person that goes with the flow. So it's like, if it gives me something good, I take it, and if it gives me something bad, I guess I ignore it. I'm not the most critical person.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That,
bring that up.
I mean, I agree with what you were saying, Ron, where you're saying, like, well, it's got the most Pokemon, so yeah, like, it might have a lot of forgettable Pokemon, but statistically, it probably has loads of Pokemon that you love.
Exactly.
This is true.
There's just so many Pokemon in it. Like, I can't, okay, some of my least favorite Pokemon are from Gen 5, sure, but also some of my favorite are from Gen 5, because there's so many Pokemon in Gen 5.
So many really cool ones.
And I just focus on the ones I like. You know?
I believe Gen 5 also is where they stopped doing the cool mystery gifts, which was a bummer.
What do you mean, Victini, though?
They blended in, yeah. Victini was good, and then they had like move-related mini events for Genesect Millimeter.
I think Gen 5 is where they start to
yeah,
fade that out,
yeah.
which was a little unfortunate.
And again, Gen 5, like legendary Pokemon overwhelming a little bit too much, I think. But whatever. Let's talk about this. Let's move on to this other podcast.
And Josh, I think you can talk about this. You can talk about Ranger now.
The spin-off cast.
Oh my god, this is my calling. Yeah, Pokemon Ranger is just a phenomenal series. Everyone should go play it. It's a lot of fun. It's challenging. The games are very challenging. I would say these games have like some of the biggest, I would call swag factor. You get to ride on legendaries. You get to like tame these crazy Pokemon and really get involved with like the story. Like, you know, there's one point where like you can like crash on a plane and like, you know, be in like a submarine, and there's just all this stuff, like, without giving away spoilers. Like the coolness factor of Ranger, just like, wow, we can do this in a Pokemon game, is really strong. And I think that's where spin-off games can really succeed, is providing these experiences that you normally wouldn't be able to get. And Ranger, I could talk all day about all the other ones, but love all of the Rangers. The last two Ranger games are really good, and everyone should give them a try.
Yeah. Colosseum and XD. I've just recently played through XD Gale of Darkness, and I love these games. The atmosphere, the mood, it's like grittier Pokemon. It's not even like mature in a way where it's like, I don't know, violent. It's just grittier. And also, Mirabee is possibly one of the best characters ever of all time. So yeah.
Question: do you know the difference between side games and spin-off games?
I don't.
No.
So side games, although I'm sure this is like just a fan term, but it's a really good explanation. Side games are the games like Colosseum and XD that actually interact with the Game Freak games. Like, you can trade Pokemon between them and stuff like that. So those are side games. And while spin-off games are, you know, completely, they have nothing to do with the main series at all.
But hang
Just
on,
like Ranger
hang on. Well, hang on, but Ranger...
Ranger's a side game because you could do magic
Ranger's a
games.
side game. Ranger's a side game. Sorry, like Mystery Dungeon.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright. Okay.
And it
yeah,
makes sense.
okay.
Ranger takes place in like in a believable, you know, main series location.
Well,
I guess.
they reference Sinnoh and like, yeah.
Yeah,
makes
it makes sense within the world of Pokemon, while Mystery Dungeon is like an alternate universe.
Although, that is an interesting thing. Oh, no, but then I guess this makes sense, because, so, Stadium, I was going to say Stadium 1 and 2, you can't transfer to the games, but
That's
you
a side
actually...
game, yeah.
No, but you can.
So it's a side game.
Yes, sorry, yes, it is. And also the island from Stadium 1 and 2 and Poketopia, I believe, are supposed to be the same island, just after a bunch of time for Battle Revolution. I think
Wait,
they're
what's the
supposed-
island? The
So
Battle Revolution one?
The island Poketopia from Battle Revolution and the island that Stadium 1 and 2 are set on. I might be making something up here, but I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be the same island. Because, like, you see some of the buildings, like, for example, there's a Magnezone building, and in Stadium 2 it's a Magneton, and I think in Stadium 1 it's a Magnemite. And it's supposed to sort of be
Oh,
the
that's cool.
same region after. I think that's the case, but I might be making that up before everyone watching goes smacking that as fact. Might be making that one up, but don't know where I got that.
Just to pace ourselves, let's now start a 3-minute conversation about Generation 1. That way other people can maybe donate for another podcast. We only have like 15 minutes left?
We've got about 12 minutes remaining.
So let's move on to Gen 1 and then maybe another topic or
Get
two.
those last
I'm
minute donation
tempted
thing,
to
guys.
I'm tempted to say if we can get to 11,250, I'll do my theory. So it's just
What?
$100 more to go and another podcast topic. Heck, we could talk about the theory on the podcast maybe if they want us to, or unless they want to talk about something else. Anyway, Generation 1.
3 minutes about Gen 1, yes.
Oh, who wants to start?
I've been talking like crazy, so someone else.
Gen 1 is really enjoyable, and I know people want to poo-poo it because it's missing all of the features, and it's not as fast, and it's slow and clunky, but I am completely nostalgia blind, particularly to Pokemon Yellow. I cannot get over how warm I feel when I see the sprites. So, Gen 1, you're not going to get an objective opinion from me ever. I'm romantically in love. Wait, no. Yes, with Generation 1, with Pokemon Yellow, the sprites are fantastic, and I look back at it so fondly. I'm never going to not. What about you, Ron?
I can never play a Gen 1 game personally. I love Kanto. I love the Kanto Mons. I think Fire Red Leaf Green is a very enjoyable game. Perfect, like, first game for any new Pokemon fan. But the Gen 1 games, I just like that's not their fault. So I guess let me talk about something that is their fault, or actually a positive thing. I think the roster of Pokemon probably the most balanced in terms of designs, concepts. Maybe not in terms of the depth. They're not as deep as like Gen 8 Pokemon.
I think that's fair.
But yeah, it's not like that's necessary. I think really good balance of one of the best rosters. So I don't think it's overrated. I think it's justly rated. I think Team Rocket is also a really good balance in terms of the inclusion of the amount of screen time of a team, of an antagonist team or whatever, and I think just Giovanni as a leader is cool. I think Blue, while I have a big case for the I'm not a huge fan of like cocky rivals rivals like Blue, except for I think the best obnoxious, or what's the word I'm looking for, the best arrogant rival I think are Avery and Clara. I mean Clara specifically.
They're good.
I think Clara, because like Blue and Silver, they're mean for no reason. I mean, they have reasons. They have reasons, but it's not like it's very one note. It's not very dynamic. It's not like they're doing anything other than saying. They're just saying. They're not doing anything mean, other than stealing a Pokemon, I guess, for Silver. But while Clara, is very fun to her dialogue's fun. She does really fun things. I love like her setting traps. I love her music in terms of like her setting the stage for her personality. I love her design. I think that's a really well done mean rival. But that is not about Generation 1. Sorry.
For those
$1 from Fruit, by the way. Toby's outfit is atrocious.
Who? What?
I agree.
Fruit said your outfit is atrocious.
Thought I was pretty.
I think you're pretty, Toby.
I'm seeing some people in the chat going, who's Avery and Clara? They are the rivals from the Isle of Armor, which is where I am right now. I found one more Diglett, but I don't know that I'm going to... If I can find one more, that would be obviously fantastic. If I could find one more at the end of this.
So Gen 1.
Something. Yeah.
I feel similar to Ron in that I definitely have a hard time going back to Gen 1 and playing, Red, Blue, Yellow. Like, it's really hard to go back. I mean... they definitely don't age well in a lot of ways, but hey, they are the iconic games that started it all. I have a lot of respect for that, and if I did go back, that would definitely be the appeal that I would go back to it for. As a speedrunner, they have a ton of history. They're the most popular Pokemon speedrun game, which, there's a lot to be said there with just how many glitches are present, and there is definitely a cool factor that, and the amount of history that's there is great. And I mean, if we're talking about just the generation itself, using the definition I gave before, the anime is just, it's iconic, it's funny, the fourth wall breaks are great. Yeah, I was a huge card game person, but obviously that's iconic, and Stadium was fun.
Some good spin-offs inside games.
It was more than
exactly.
that. Generation 1 was a cultural movement that was beyond.
Right.
I mean, it was playground everything. It was figurines, it was lunchboxes, it was Tazos, it was crisps and cereal and bedding and everything,
If we're gonna say that a generation, like culturally, Gen 1 and Gen 6 are probably the best cultural.
You look at what Pokemon Go did, that's probably the closest that we got back to
Pokemon's
the original
to have
Pokemania.
These moments, and I think really the big ones, you've had Pokemania, there was Twitch Plays Pokemon, that was huge. And then there was Pokemon Go. And I think there have been other moments, but those are the three that really stand out to me as like Pokemon became bigger than itself for a period of time almost. It kind of ascended. But yeah.
I think in that sense, Gen 1 is just really special as a whole. It's just so personable, and Gen 1 Pokemon is the Pokemon that your parents know and your friends know, and people that don't play Pokemon, that Gen 1 Pokemon is Pokemon to them. And that's really special in itself.
We are now just sort of 5 minutes away from the end of this first segment. However, do not go anywhere, because there is 10 hours of streaming going on after this. Various segments. Do we know what's up next? What's up next on the schedule?
Up next is Tama's Pokemon Mad Libs.
Pokemon
That's gonna
Mad
be fun.
Libs
I saw some of the
with
passages
Tamashi.
that they're gonna be using. It looks really funny.
Okay,
I'm
that's
gonna
be
enjoy
great.
that. I'm gonna have a nice meal while watching that.
I'll be sticking around in the chat. And of course, there's stuff going on all day, and all of it, of course, is to raise money for Direct Relief. They are a charity working in over 80 different countries, helping, just aiding people during hurricane seasons, during the California wildfires, during COVID, all across the world. And as Josh was able to say earlier, and as I'm sure you'll hear about all throughout this today's stream and tomorrow's stream, because this is on tomorrow for another 12 hours, you'll hear all about the great work that they do. And you can find out more about what they do at directrelief.com or at pokey.gives. We started this segment under the $10,000 mark. So thank you so much to everyone who has been so incredibly generous, whether that was yesterday, today, or going into later today and tomorrow. Thank you to everyone who's giving. And if you can't give, that's okay. Look after yourself, but maybe share out the stream or share it on social media, share it with a friend, and just come and sit and chill and chat. It's here for everyone.
And again,
yeah.
we have time for one more podcast, so if
I think we
anybody
do.
wants to donate.
If you drop in 100, guys, that gets us past that 11.25K. If we get there, that would be amazing. And we have a great show for you guys today. We do have Pokemon Mad Libs, then a TCG pack battle, Pokemon Pictionary, Sword and Shield metronome battles, and then Glitch X City concert. Oh my god, that's gonna be great.
$10 from May with no comments. You got a
Thank
Gulpin.
you.
May got a Gulpin. Makes sense.
If
That's where you catch Gulpin where the infamous May battle is.
the
May
great
and
thing
Brendan
is,
battle.
as the minutes go down, because I said at 11:12:50, I will divulge my new Pokemon theory. With every second that goes down, if that comes in, I gotta like do the most abridged version of it possible.
Then people will still watch it.
I will have to
good.
speed run that theory. Another Diglett! I found one more!
Oh yeah! Today we have a Glitch X City concert.
I was
That's
gonna say,
be
we have
hype.
Glitch X City concert, and then the finale event for the day is Pokemon Family Feud. So we have a stacked lineup
Today's
for you guys
good.
today.
Today is
yeah.
good. Wow.
Today's going to be a fantastic day. And again, thank you to everyone for having me. This is my first time doing Pokethon. Just thank you for having me and letting me be part of it. I'm having a good time.
Been a blast,
it's going
man.
well. And it's of
Here's
course
some many
a
more.
big thank you to the guys who've been helping me out with this segment. Josh, the 4th Gen Gamer, and True Green 7. Let's see some love in the chat for them, please. Got some emotes. Spam away.
I just realized we have a concert every day. We had Disco Cactus yesterday. We have Glitch X City today. And then Insane in the Rain tomorrow. Wow. Oh, that's just amazing.
What an incredible event.
And if you want to see more like, action from Glitch and Carlos, Insane in the Rain, they were on my my event yesterday, my Pokemon Music Challenge. You can check the VOD on Jaywitz's channel.
Oh, yeah.
But,
If you missed any of it, it's all going to be on here on twitch.tv/the Jaywits. And yeah, definitely check out the segment we did with Josh as well, because it was really good. Pokemon Bingo was great. Are we going to do that again?
Bingo was wild.
And make sure not to leave because next segment seems to be really fun too. And $10 from Monkey Butler Gaming. Everyone taking part in this event is awesome. I love you guys.
Love you. Thank you.
You're amazing. Seriously, thank you for the kind words, guys. It's been our pleasure. I mean, hey, the beauty of this is that we are playing Pokemon together for a great cause. What a better way to raise money. It's just been a lot of fun.
I found 69 Diglett total. That's it. That's where we're
Perfect
at.
ending. That's what we're gonna do.
The perfect ending. That's all of them. That's everyone on the island.
You did great, man. I'm
Ah,
actually shocked we got so many.
I'm just proud we got one with the blindfold down. I mean, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this afterwards. I did sort of threaten on social media that I will wear it to Halloween and probably my wedding and probably the birth of everyone's firstborn child.
You gotta bring
But
it
yeah,
to
it'll
the
be
next
good.
Pokemon, man.
Bring it to Pokemon World.
The next Pokethon.
Oh, bring it to
Yeah,
Pokemon. Yeah, we'll do Pokemon Worlds. All the things. All the things. Oh, what am I doing? Last second link trade. But yeah, I hope everyone has a lovely, lovely day and enjoys the rest of Pokethon. And I think we're going to be moving on any second now to the next
have a minute.
segment. We got a minute. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. It's been good.
This has been fun.
always
This
nice
has
to hear
been
your
like a
voice.
hangout mini like podcast session.
It's
Like,
been nice
a little
just,
bit of everything.
to hear your voices. You know, I wasn't expecting it to be a podcast, so it was kind of nice to just get to chat some ideas with you and throw around some thoughts about Generation 5.
Go play them. They're fun.
And whenever you want to end us off, Toby, you can.
Do I just click stop streaming at that point?
I think you have to say bye, and then the tech team will do their
Oh,
magic.
they'll do all the magic. Okay, goodbye, everyone. Thank you for having us. Don't
Bye.
go
We
anywhere.
love you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. Enjoy Mad Libs.
Bye.
And I'm checking if that worked.